WWE or AEWN. Tune in to The Joe Cronin Show. Live on YouTube for review and reaction. Joe Cronin and Jake break down all the action. All of it. The Joe Cronin Show. Your source for wrestling opinions, news, and insanity. A wrestling podcast with attitude. Mature audiences only. Join our community of over 70,000 people. Subscribe free on YouTube to The Joe Cronin Show.
What's going on, wrestling fans? Guys, hit that like button. I'm Daddy's here. Click the like button, baby. We got another Medcore, mediocre Raw, where Cody did, he's the star of the whole thing. You could argue right now that the Cody situation is, when he's on camera, it's a 7 out of 10, but everything else is much lower than that. And that's what it feels like. We're going to talk about a lot of shit tonight, I think. Well, maybe. Well, there's some key points to get to here tonight. But yeah, Raw put a lot of people to bed tonight. What's it going to be like on Netflix when there's no commercials for Raw? Like, what is that going to be like? I'm almost trying to figure out a new way to review and talk about Raw going forward in the future at some point. Like Raw, the highlights, my reaction or something. Because, good Lord, 3 hours, no commercial breaks. We're about to get this thing started. So I'll be right there. Click that like button. We're going. The man's here. I don't know. Okay, so it just seems like we kind of get about, 30 minutes of somewhat substance from Monday Night Raw right now. That just feels like where we're at. You know what I mean? It feels like where we're at. We get 30 minutes of substance all around for the most part. I don't know. I would prefer a show that was longer, that would give us more. I think I think they put on a pretty good show, for the it's okay, but it's just not enough to hold an audience online and on TV for 3 hours is crazy. It's really hard to hold people's attention for that long. My kids, my boys can barely hold the attention to watch a movie and stuff. My daughter's game. My daughter is game to watch movies all day and all night. She loves movies. But my sons wouldn't do it. It's hard to get my oldest son to watch any movies ever. And my youngest son, it's hard to get him to watch movies. And when he does, he trails off during them. And it's kind of weird and sad. And I'm like, what is this me causing this? Or have people always been like this? Are there people out there that are always like this and I'm just crazy? Because I love movies. Once in a while, I turn on a movie and I'm like, all right, I don't really like this movie that much. I'm getting bored. This is hard to get through. But that's rare. Even if it's a bad movie, I'm like, yeah, I'll watch this and I'll talk about how bad it is. But, you know, overall tonight, I thought they did all right. But I'm about to start a new rating system with WWE. Like, WWE tonight, Raw, was okay if you drank, like, a gallon of coffee. If you drank a gallon of coffee, you might have enjoyed Raw tonight. You know? Everybody ever watch Jeremy Johns review movies, and he always says, no alcohol required, or would buy on Blu-ray, or, you know, dog shit or something like that. Those are all his ratings. Like, if you were to give those ratings to this Raw, you would say, you know, this is Jeremy Johns, like, it's a good time if you're drunk. Do you know what I mean? Like, Raw tonight would have been a good show if I was drunk. If I was drunk, I would have been like, yeah, it's pretty good. Let's go. Let's go, Cody Rhodes. But, like, without alcohol, it's like it's hard to do 3 hours of this. But let's talk about the good things. I'll talk about the good things. I mean, they opened up with the New Day, you know, and they saved Cody for the second hour, which, you know, it's weird because there's been some weeks, I'm going to call myself out for this. There have been some weeks where I'm like, you got to start off Raw hot and then go do something else. But I think that they were like, well, we can't start off Raw hot with Cody and then go to, you know, Cody's going to come out at the end. So now it's too much time in between. So we'll save Cody for the 9 o'clock. And there's been times where I'm like, man, they should have saved Cody for 9 o'clock or said that he was coming out at 9. That way you could get through this first hour of like a warm-up into the second hour, which is when like the real show takes off. So, you know, what are you going to do? You're going to criticize that now because I've always said to do that. So I'm not going to go back and start, you know, I'm going to bash them no matter what they do. Like, oh, they should have brought Cody out first. Oh, they should have waited till later for Cody. You know, so it wasn't that bad, but it's like I just feel like there was another thing missing. Like, there's just something missing to me all the time. There's always one or two segments missing, you know, just something more impactful missing, and I wish I could see that. Let me get my donation scroller up here for anybody that drops. If anybody donates tonight, the scroller is there so we can get them on there. And somebody will become the JCS top dog tonight. We've got Mustafa and a couple other people on hold. We got some people that are going to be coming on. So stay tuned for that. It's Monday Night Raw. They have cooled down a lot of their, you know, momentum that they had going into everything. No doubt about it. I'm going to put up a poll just to see what you guys think. Remember what the polls have been recently, and let's see what tonight's poll does. WWE Raw was awesome. Oh, okay. Blah. Terrible. We'll say good. Oh, we always do good usually. So there's the poll. Let's see what tonight's poll brings because, you know, there's been quite a few other polls in the past. All right. Also, Seth Rollins in the ring with Cody. That was good. We're going to talk about it. But the New Day started off the show, and I kind of rolled my eyes like, Imperium, boring, you know. But they got Mr. Yeet out there. You know, he gets the crowd going, and they had a pretty decent match. The crowd was, you know, into that for the most part. So that was cool. You got, and that took up about 27 minutes of the first hour of Raw. So there was a big, you know, a big sort of tag splooge to start the night, which is fine. Pat McAfee with the cowboy belt on, you know. Love it. Look at that. Got the cowboy buckle, whatever that is. I don't know. Pat McAfee looking not much better than me. Almost. I mean, he looks a little better. That belt really helps, right? Like the silver zipper looks good. The hair's looking good, you know. But I got to tell you, man, he might have outdone me on commentary there. I mean, there is nothing like the time that I randomly needed to do commentary and I didn't dress the part and I showed up and I looked like this. I mean, he's got me beat here still. I got the button down. I got the douchebag necklace. You know, he's definitely got me here with the belt. He's got the dress pants on too. Got the dress pants on. You know, so good job. You're looking good. But pretty good on commentary tonight for him and Cole. They weren't crazy good. But they were better than what we had. So, you know, Cole and Pat McAfee tonight were about a 7 out of 10 on commentary, maybe. Also, shout out to that Stabbing Westward cover by Heartsick. Like they recreated the Stabbing Westward Shame music video. It's not as good, and they could tell they're a bit amateur, but they did recreate it pretty well. And I can't believe that this band made this video 12 days ago. Like, it's not often you see a Stabbing Westward cover or something like that. So I don't know, man. Pretty cool video if you're into Stabbing Westward, but not many people are. But you know. So that's what went down, and then we get the replay of everything that took place at the press conference, and then out comes almighty Bobby Lashley. We get a million commercials and promos. Like, it was crazy, like the amount of promos and build, and almighty's coming out to the ring, and like B-Fab or whatever is there. I'm telling you, bro, they had a million commercials. Then Bronson Reed comes out, and Bronson Reed gets, as soon as they start up and they get into the match, there's another commercial. And the commercials were killing me at this point. I was like, good Christ, these commercial breaks are like, not that they're ever at the best times ever, but I mean, these commercial breaks were at bad times. Like, for this point, and I'm like, wow, this first hour sucks. We have got to get to the the 9 o'clock. I do like Bronson Reed though in the ring and in the match, so I'll give it to Bronson Reed, man. He was good. He's such a big guy, but athletic. I mean, who doesn't want to see at this point? Don't you want to see Bronson Reed take on Ivar from the Viking Raiders? These two big, massive men in some kind of a WrestleMania match like olden days. Don't you want to see that? I want to see it, bro. I want to see these two guys attempt moonsaults on each other, like just fight it out, bro. I haven't felt great today. My sciatica, I didn't even know that was a thing. I woke up this morning, my leg was frozen, my ass was killing me, my back and ass and leg, and I couldn't walk. I stayed home today, like I didn't work because I was destroyed. And tomorrow, like, they canceled work everywhere because of the storm that's coming here to the Northeast. And there's no school, and I don't work Wednesdays, so it's a 3-day off for me, but I needed it, so that's good because I can't. It's killing me, dude. Unless I take ibuprofen, it's like oh my God, bro. I was trying to walk around and walk it off. So it was hard to sit through Raw. I was standing up at times during Raw and pacing around, trying to stretch out my ass and leg and everything, trying to, hopefully it won't lock up on me tonight again when sleeping, because that, man, I woke up like, holy shit, bro, is that painful. I have never experienced sciatic nerve pain or whatever. It's got to be that. I looked it up and I'm like, yeah, that's got to be it. Bronson with that senton on Bobby Lashley, like, it was a good match. Then at the 50-minute mark, we go to Sami Zayn. And I'm going to pause it right there, and we're going to go to the donations real quick. We've got some donos on the board. Let's get to them, man. If you guys want a super chat, you guys know where the super chats are, down below or up top. We got the Streamlabs donation link. If you want to donate, that'd be sick, and it really helps the show out, obviously. And you guys have been going crazy, though, this past week. We got Luke Rojas standing by.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Scissor me, Joe! Joe, was up, man? I tapped out during this Raw. It was just so fucking boring. I'm tired of all the Papach is such a great booker bullshit and can do no wrong. His best booking idea was bringing back LA Knight.
Right. Yeah, this has not been great. I sort of like, I kind of like the idea of Sami Zayn and Shinsuke to set up the Drew McIntyre thing, but it's not great.
Booty facing north is all I care about tonight.
Right. Yeah, well, go get it. Yeah, I thought she wasn't going to come out tonight. I was like, uh-oh, we're not going to get Rhea, because the whole Judgment Day came out earlier, and I was like, oh, no, I don't care about these guys at all. I want Rhea out here is what I want. So I was glad to see her later in the night, because I want to see Rhea, man, and I feel like they've cooled her off a little bit. I want to say it was Rojas or Mustafa or somebody who was like, man, I'm worried that they're cooling off Rhea a little bit. It feels like they're, whether it's unintentional or intentional or whatever. And luckily she was out there, but yeah, man, old man pains are coming, Joe Bishop. Yeah, these are old man pains, dude. No, I don't really wrestle anymore with the Terry Funk wrestling gear. I wore some of the most ridiculous stuff to Grimm's place. It was absolutely ridiculous. Chief Wahoo, thank you for the donation, Chief Wahoo. In fact, you're now the top dog, Chief Wahoo. In fact, Chief Wahoo gifted like 40 memberships to people this past week. So, Chief Wahoo, thank you. I think I just spelled that wrong. I'll fix it. Chief Wahoo is the top dog for right now. Tonight we're crowning a top dog, a JCS top dog, and right now that is Mr. Chief Wahoo. So thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5 ship. We're going to go to Discord in a second. We got Luke Rojas over there, Mustafa, and I think Jesse's there too. So that should be interesting. And then finally, at the 1 hour mark, Cody came out. They cut good promos, and yeah, that's where things, we were just waiting for Cody. So like, I agree. I'm going to say that I agree with WWE. I would have done something else with Raw too. I would have opened Raw. I wouldn't have allowed Raw to open with the match. I would have done something different. I would have set up the 10 o'clock hour. I don't know what I would have done to do that, but I would have tried to do something with the 10 o'clock hour with an opening backstage segment. So something happens backstage, then we go to the ring. It's the New Day, something like that. Then we set up the 10 o'clock hour. And it just maybe, I don't know, maybe it would have helped, maybe it wouldn't have, I don't know, but it just felt, it just was a little bit rough for me, but again, better that Cody came on at 9 o'clock because he gave me something to look forward to, and then he's going to be back out there, I guess, at the end, although we didn't know that, but Cody came out at the end to give you a little spark there at the end with all the good guys and whatever else, I don't know, but another mediocre Raw to me, and I can tell right now by the poll that this is a drop, right? We were living off the high life last Raw, and the people gave it the benefit of the doubt. But that live press conference, bro, that press conference with The Rock got over 90% thumbs up, positive response from most of you guys. And then the Raw after that got about 80% or 78% thumbs up from all you guys. And now here we are. And SmackDown did well, all right. But now we're here. Now we're at 49% versus 51%. Wow. So you guys are barely giving this a thumbs up. Barely. So there is a significant drop here in Monday Night Raw. What's up, Lord?
What's going on, Joe? How we doing?
What's up, baby? Let the champ's here. Got Mustafa here. Jesse's here. Who wants to talk first? Champ, you want to talk first?
It's always Luke. Let him talk first.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I thought tonight was it was run of the mill Raw with some cool shit added on to it. I don't know. I kind of wish we just got answers of like what the hell's going on with this. Are we getting a tag match or not? And I guess they're
not saying that. I'll tell you that they're not going there at all.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. It just seems like Seth's going to be in his corner. But also, if that's the case with Seth, I mean, that still makes him look like a fucking secondary champ. I mean, he's just...
I mean, literally, Luke, you're already hitting a nail on the head as far as with Seth. It's just, he's literally taking a back seat. And again, he admittingly said, well, I'll be your shield. I'll be you're Captain America. I will be your shield. I'm like, okay, you still got a title defense at WrestleMania, let alone getting a doctor's note saying that you can physically compete. So,
oh my God. When you just said that, when you just reminded me he said that, it made me just have this nightmare vision of this is how they could end Mania, is if Rollins turned on Cody.
I said that in the chat. I said that in the chat that he's going to turn on Cody.
Please don't.
And I also said that The Rock would end up coming back to help Cody, and they would do a double switch.
What I was thinking too. That's what I was thinking too. But again,
you know what? The reason why they wouldn't do that is because you just had this massive heel turn for Seth, and now it's like, oh, you're also having a massive face turn. Like, I understand where it's like, oh, it'd be this cool switch, but it would also be like kind of messy, like overbooked in a way. I think what a lot of people, myself included, all we want is Roman versus Cody to happen, or just like a fucking match to happen without any like bullshit, or this person wins because someone turned, or this person wins because someone turned, because it deflates the victory. If Cody wins because Dwayne, because The Rock hits fucking Roman with a rock bottom or some shit, like that would kind of be not as satisfying as if Cody just,
No, because my thing is that Cody is only gonna. I mean, The Rock would only take out the interference. I never wanted The Rock to win it for Cody. He was just there to stop Sikoa and them, and in the end, Cody would still beat Roman cleanly in the middle of the ring once the debris was knocked around by The Rock. So.
And Joe, let me give you a prime example of that. So I've always said this, my favorite pay-per-view that I ever watched growing up was Backlash 2000, MCI Center, Washington, D.C. It was the main event. It was Rock and Triple H going at it for the title, Shane McMahon, the referee, Vince and Stephanie on the outside, constant interference, Patterson and Briscoe coming in to try to screw him by doing a double referee thing. Eventually, Austin comes out with the chair, lays everybody out. Linda brings out Earl Hebner. Linda pushes down Stephanie. Rock goes for the spine buster, people's elbow. Earl Hebner does the 1, 2, 3. Again, all the drama you needed. Austin didn't necessarily have to, do such and such that much, because remember, coming back from spinal surgery. Yet, all he did was just knock people down with a chair. Now, Rock can essentially, if he wanted to, pull a Mike Tyson, and maybe not. Obviously, he wouldn't be an enforcer, but definitely of some type of significance to distract Roman without physically touching him. Which I think would probably be best as far as Cody, whether it be, crossroads 3 times, whether it be a submission, which would be interesting. Can you imagine Roman Reigns tapping out in the main event?
Oh my God. Imagine that. Holy shit, bro.
It is weird though that when he started his heel roll, he started doing the guillotine, and he started making people tap out, or like tapping, or like passing out. So what if, I don't think it's going to happen, but I mean, he could lose to a guillotine or something. He could lose to something. Yeah,
without tapping, passing out. Can you imagine that?
Oh my God.
Passing out to your own move.
Oh my God, Becky Lynch drank piss tonight. Did you guys see that? Becky Lynch drank urine on the show.
It wasn't lemons. It wasn't hard lemons, I'll tell you that.
No, it was hard piss from somebody. Like, how about, and dude, I'm sorry, I must be a dad, but I laughed when Rollins said, what can I say except you're welcome. Like, I'm sorry. Like what a loser. I laughed out loud and went, oh my God, I'm a loser. Like, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, I'm a loser.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, Rollins cut
a better promo than Cody, and he cut the promo Cody should have been cutting.
I was just going to say, can we say that this is probably better than the promo that they had last time around?
Yeah. Yeah, and the problem with Cody's promo, and the problem with his promos for the past few weeks, is like, since he's won the Rumble, it's like he's about to say something, and then Rollins comes out. It's like, I just wanted to hear from Cody.
Yeah, I know you want to say something, but let me say it for you.
No.
And honestly, that's what's making me suspect of the whole thing. Rollins pouring it on. They're like, I saw you, and here's the thing. And they came in at his adversaries. So it's like, just, I feel something's up. Like, something weird is going on there with Rollins, and it's...
Well, his claim is that he got beat 3 times in a row. That's his claim. That's his only claim. He needs to beat Cody. But as of right now, we don't really see any signs of, okay, I'm going to, cost you the title. Like, if we get even a slightest hint, then I'll call it out.
I've already got the hint, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
I mean, he would be the biggest heel of all, like, in the WWE if he did that. But at the same time, you're pretty much just ruining Cody. You're
ruining a 2-year story that everybody literally put their effort in every freaking hour on social media just to get him over.
Yeah, if you have Cody go out at WrestleMania 40 and lose to some bullshit,
or just
God, lose straight up, you're literally asking for the fan base to just go insane again.
Yeah,
and this time, turn it off completely.
Really, and this time they probably won't have Cody's back. They'll probably be like, you know what? Fuck it. This is fucking stupid. Who gives a shit? I'm not saying, oh, everybody can just stop watching immediately. But if you I don't know. I feel like people are really delusional when they think they're gonna wait till next year, or they're gonna like Cody's story doesn't have to end right now,
which we already had done the year before. Like, it's so much patience because it's not like the 80s all over again where it takes 3 years for a guy to win a title.
I'm gonna say the same people are like, he doesn't have to win at Mania. He can win at SummerSlam. The same people will say that when it gets to SummerSlam. Well, you can wait till after Roman beats Hogan's record. And when it gets to that, it's like, well, we can wait till like, dude, can we just have it now? Because I want it now. I think a lot of people want it now. There's no point of putting it back anymore. Besides the fact that, but think about how big it's gonna be if it happens in 75 years. Just think about that.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they had the same type of match that Brock and Roman had the first time at WrestleMania? I think it was WrestleMania 34,
right?
Where literally all Roman did was just kick out of F5s. I pray to God they don't do that with Cody, because the thing is, as much as I love the story that's being told, the match itself has to justify all the hype. And if they constantly go to like that well too many times, bro, the match is gonna get so dull and it's going to be rated so low that to the point where if we have another women's match that literally outdoes the guys, where I'm like, well, on the biggest stage, you got a lot of work to do, men's locker room.
I gotta shout this out really quickly. This is kind of bizarre. It's not a live donation, but it is a super thanks that Allison dropped on one of my other videos. So, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news, Allison Tuckwab. Listen to this. Breaking news. Allison Tuckwab dropped a super thanks of $99.99 on my video from the other day. Not live here with us, but on my video, WWE ruins Cody Rhodes' story. Fans are angry. I did a live stream a while back. That was this. And she just randomly did this. So, I don't know, man. I just want to shout out Allison Tuckwab. That is crazy. Technically, it doesn't fall under the top dog of the night, I don't think, but she did a super thanks, and I just wanted to shout that on my other video. And then she did another one on that same video for $24.99. So just holy crap, Allison, thank you. But it technically it isn't live tonight so I won't boot Chief Wahoo off, but I did want to give it some love because that's fucking crazy.
You stroked it a few times, didn't you?
I did what?
You stroked it a few times, didn't you? You gave it a little bit of love.
Oh yeah, I hearted it. I commented on it. I sucked on it.
Did you take the mouse and did the circular motion?
No, it always gets rapey with you.
Yeah.
No,
weird. Hey,
it's always rapey with you. Don't get it twisted.
Let me go to the donos real quick. Let's respond to a couple of these, and then we'll move back on to Raw and what we think. But let's go to this. Shit bum.
Cody Seth only thing that was good.
Cody and Seth, the only thing that was good. I mean, Brad 2024, I kind of agree. I mean, there was, I thought the Sami thing was all right, but it was a secondary thing, but it was the main focus, technically, because they set it up.
For 2 weeks.
Right. They set it up.
You know what I can see happening?
What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted to say that it's sort of like a mid-card thing that's a main event thing on Raw, and I don't like that. I would like it better.
No
yeah, give
what
me that in the middle of Raw, and that's it.
I think it has steam. It's just you keep booking Sami to fucking lose, and you've been doing this since he literally main evented. Like the night after he main evented, or like the SmackDown after he main evented WrestleMania, he lost to Jay, like the same guy that he pinned to win. Don't fucking do it. Then they had him lose to Solo. Then they had him lose to this guy and that guy and that guy and that guy.
Well, that's what I'm saying, that he has no team because he's constantly jobbing. And it's not even a matter of him jobbing that bothers me. It's the way he's losing. It's the way he's coming across. And granted, is he hurt by it a lot? Initially when he first started, probably not. But then eventually he just kept on being more and more prevalent. And now it's just showing.
Well,
yeah.
I would have booked it more. Like, I guess they thought, we can have Cody come out at the end in this big schmaz. So everything is always building to something else. But like, I wish there was a little bit more like in the one night story that happens. Like in the one night, have one or two things happen that gets paid off by the end and it's over. And then have your one or two or three things and five things that are carrying over constantly. But instead, everything's always carrying over. And I get bored by that. There's too much carryover for everything.
You want to know what pisses me off? It's like Sami, I'm watching him, and I'm like, wow, just by the way he's being treated right now, I want him to go heel just because I feel bad for him. But it's like, dude,
I want him to go heel. I don't want him to go heel. I want him to fucking there's no point in turning him heel. He just turned face last year to the biggest face.
Year, I know.
He just had one of the biggest face turns probably in WWE history when he turned on Roman. Turning him heel, like you can hear it in the fans, like the fans tonight, and like the fans still, everybody loves Sami. It's just like we don't like the way he's booked, and how am I supposed to get invested in him when you book him like he's a fucking asshole?
He's like a notch above Seth. He's a notch above Seth. It's like Seth is like in the outhouse right now as it pertains to like, you know, him looking worthless both as a champion and just as competitor in general. But
it might be a notch above him, but he's not getting booked a notch above him. You know, he's getting booked.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, Seth hasn't been pinned since like February or something of last year. So, I mean, he's been booked really strong. It's just, I mean, when the fucking the WWE champion is literally calling you the fucking second place. Well, the fucking funniest line from that press conference, one of the funniest lines is when Roman goes, yeah, go join over there with the fucking second place with the dummy in green. And it cuts to Rollins in his dumb suit. I'm like, yeah, he's
wearing up shoes, looking like he's going ballet dancing or wherever the hell. But no, be as it may with Sami, just to wrap up with Sami, as much as I want to see him succeed, the problem is, it's like, does he need a feud? Does he need a match? What does he need to get back that momentum and a lot more steam behind him to directly get towards maybe, I don't know, the world title or whatever, at least to give him something going so that way eventually when he does win, you know, the bigger title, basically what Roman has now, you know what I mean? What is that going to look like? And how long will that take? Will it take another year? Will it take 2 years? What's the deal with Sami? Because again, the only thing that he's got going for him is that he lost to Roman big, the month before WrestleMania last year. That's it.
Yeah, isn't it so weird that he literally brought Roman to his limit, was about to beat him if it wasn't for like interference and Roman using a chair or whatever, but he can't beat Shinsuke Nakamura. Does that mean if Shinsuke without interference had a match with Roman, he'd be able to beat Roman? You know what I mean?
Like, no. At this point, no.
Isn't that just stupid? Like that's the thing with Roman being a heel, and they're like, oh, what, you don't want a heel cheating? It's the fact that he literally can't beat anybody anymore. Like when it first started off in his title reign, he would have like, you know, he would cheat in some matches, you know, with Kevin Owens, but then he would also win others completely clean, like matches with Braun Strowman and Cesaro and Jey Uso and even his last match with Daniel Bryan. But then it's just at some point it was just like cheat, false finish, like, you know, screwy finish.
Predictable finish, basically.
Yeah, and it's like it'd be different if he was booked like Triple H, where you're supposed to, that fucking, he's a scumbag, that scumbag son of a bitch, you know, and then like fucking JR calling him, he's a rotten human being, but instead they're like, he is the most dominant champion in all of WWE history. No one can beat him. Well, actually, everybody had him beat until Jey Uso came there or Solo Sikoa came down. It's like, and then what was it? That fucking horrible ending to Clash of the Castle, where fucking Tyson Fury like shows his respect for Roman 2 seconds after the guy cheated to win. Like, how fucking stupid is that? So that's where it's like, that's what I don't like about Roman's title reign, and it makes all these matches like feel like doesn't make any sense. So like Sami's able to bring Roman to his absolute limit, but then like the week later he can't beat like Bronson Reed, you know? So it's so stupid. And then it makes Roman look like a shithead.
Yeah, it's rough. He's the best thing going, and even what he did tonight wasn't, you know, the most amazing thing. But, you know, back when they didn't have a lot going on, but they only had one star to shine, you know, a lot of times it's like you had Stone Cold, so that was so epic and crazy that it was really good. It was worth it at least, even if the rest of the show wasn't very good. Hulk Hogan, things like that. And Cody is good, but it's like there's not enough fire going on to carry it to make me happy about Raw. It's not going to work. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10 probably, or a 5.5 out of 10. I'm probably going to give Raw tonight a 5 out of 10. That's where I'm at. Now, thank God they're not doing 2s, 3s, and 4s that they used to do, but so a 5 is much better, but I mean, you know, a 5 or a 6 right now is not very good when we're heading towards WrestleMania. It still should be better. The announce team is better. Thank goodness. It's the announce team was a 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Now it's maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10. I give it a 7 tonight for the most part, but
Super chat
I don't know, bro.
party.
There's something missing. Something missing.
What up, Joe Cronin?
What up?
Are you excited for Raw next week? Also, keep up the good work.
What's going to happen on Raw next week? Is it coming to Boston? Man Moore, thank you for the $4.99, Man Moore. You are sent away from being the top dog and beating Chief Wahoo with the $5. The biggest donation of the night. Top dog, Chief Wahoo, $5 on Monday Night Raw review. We got Luke Rojas, Rastafa, and Jesse on mute until Garguts goes, and then he'll unmute.
Yeah, exactly.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside.
Oh my God, it's the guy who is now a producer of JCS. Huge boner 69.
Balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick. Huge boner.
Raw was mid. The highlight for me was Liv Morgan's ring attire and Pat Max saying he pulled a muscle taking a dump.
Oh, that's... I did not...
Dude, Pat McAfee was roasting Bronson Reed. He was like, yeah, man, I mean, you know, you got all that extra weight. It must be hard to, like, move around in the ring. I mean, I wonder if it's hard for him to get up off the toilet or take his shirt off.
Oh, my God, dude. Why did I miss that?
And then Michael Cole was making weird comments about Valhalla's antlers against.
Michael Cole caught on to that, and he mentioned that not that long ago. He said, I was putting over those. Basically said, I'm putting over the ears like crazy, sounding like a creepo the other night. And I told her about this, and you gotta blah blah blah, and she doesn't wear the antlers. Like he said that.
What's next? She's going to start wearing shoes and socks? I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah. So how funny is that? I mean, Michael Cole is like, he's playing into the fact that he's a creepo, and that's kind of funny, to be honest.
And then what if this whole Valhalla storyline?
Valhalla.
Valhalla storyline ends with fucking Michael Cole just raping her.
Oh my God. What the hell, dude?
See her again.
What the fuck, bro? Oh, you're done. Well, we've got a goodbye, Luke. He's off the show now. We're going to have to cancel you. That's not appropriate. I'm just, you've got to go, brother. You can't say that. Vince McMahon, okay? Why don't you calm down? All right.
Come on out, you rapist.
All right. Well, I mean, listen, and you know what's funny? If a WWE official person heard that, they would say, like, that's wrong, that's so sick. Like, Road Dogg would hear that joke, and he'd be like, that's messed up. Oh, yeah? Well, guess what? You got literally a dude raping Michael Cole years ago, like, in his ass, like, on Raw or whatever it was. Like, what was that?
Yeah, and The Rock's shoving chicken nuggets up his ass or whatever.
No, remember, who's the guy that was who's the guy that was going inside Cole, though, in the back?
Heidenreich, which sounds like a rape name. It sounds like a euphemism for rape.
Yeah, hide and rape. Hide and rape.
Yeah, hide and rape, exactly.
So don't act like what Luke just said is impossible or wrong because you people love it. You had someone bang a corpse. Triple H actually runs the goddamn company. Triple H got in a casket and had sex with a dead body. Or no, Kane did, rather. Kane got in the casket and had sex with a dead body.
No, Triple H did.
That's right. Triple H did. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
He put his mask on, and it was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
They were filming it at an actual funeral home, and the fucking priest had to tell them at one point when they were filming, was, hey, can you guys keep it down? While he's fucking a mannequin in there in a fucking casket.
So I don't want to hear anything about, oh, that was years ago or whatever. I don't give a shit. You still did it. So don't criticize Luke Rojas for his opinion just now. Because you know what? If it's good for you, it's good for anyone. So don't be a piece of shit who's like, oh, now that I'm rich, I'm gonna talk down to people who live paycheck to paycheck. Okay, fuck yourself.
That's fine when it happens to men, but as soon as
economy, who doesn't live paycheck to paycheck?
Right.
Hashtag thanks, Biden.
What was that, Dork? We didn't hear you.
I said in this economy, who's not living paycheck to paycheck? Hashtag thanks, Biden.
Oh yeah, there you go. I mean, that's true. How are we not living pay? He cost me $23,000, but huge boner
coming after me for $10,000. I don't understand. Like,
no, that's the mafia.
Wait till they shoot you.
What did you think of Raw, Dorky?
That's the mob.
Yeah, what'd you think of Raw?
For the most part, I dug it. You know, like L.A. Knight, went over. That was nice. Bobby Lashley went over. That was good. The fucking promo, the Cody Rhodes promo was fire. You know, everything else, you know, whatever. Meh, you know. But.
See,
I just
actually did like this 6-man tag.
Six-man tag was good. Yeah, the opener. Yeah, that was good. That was actually good.
I like the 6-man tag too. I thought a lot of the matches tonight were pretty good, and if not good, the crowd was hot for them. You know, especially that.
Yes, I was just gonna say.
I noticed, especially the opening tag match and the LA Knight match.
Dude, and we're getting everybody
won.
LA Knight.
I'm surprised LA Knight won, but I'm pretty sure AJ is going to cost them the match at Elimination Chamber. And I think they really might be setting up for some sort of United States Championship like ladder match or something, because you know I feel like you got nothing for LA Knight and AJ to do besides face each other. But I think it would be better if they had a one-off match on SmackDown or a match at a later date and have them be in a like fatal 4-way ladder match with Kevin Owens and Logan Paul, who are both going to be in the Elimination Chamber with LA Knight, and like you could set up a feud like that, because I think it would be I don't know, it's like you need a lot of variety on WrestleMania, and you know, as great as one-on-one matches are, I do think it would be cool to see a ladder match at WrestleMania.
I'm actually one of these rare times I agree with Rojas. I 100% agree with this fantasy booking. I think it should be AJ, Logan Paul, and LA Knight in a ladder match, 3-way ladder match at WrestleMania for the U.S. title. 100% love that idea.
I think they're gonna put.
I think like the last ladder match that had a title on the line was like, what was it when Zack Ryder won the IC belt for like one night. Personally, I feel it should be 1-on-1 with LA Knight and Logan Paul. That's just me. But if you're gonna have a gimmick match, yeah, why not a ladder match?
I thought they were going to do that too, Rostafa, but the thing is, they've left the Kevin Owens and Logan Paul feud unresolved. And then Logan Paul's probably going to be in the Elimination Chamber, and so is Kevin Owens. So unless they have a match unless The Miz wins and Dominic Mysterio wins, and Logan Paul and Kevin Owens end up facing at Elimination Chamber, I think they're going to just have that feud carry to WrestleMania and then insert it with LA Knight and AJ Styles. LA Knight wins the title. That way, you can give LA Knight his WrestleMania moment. He gets the championship, and then you can continue his feud with AJ, and then Kevin Owens and Logan Paul can still have their big blow-off match. Or they really might have Logan Paul carry the title post WrestleMania, because you know he's only had one title defense since winning it, and even then he only won it by disqualification. So I mean, I know
Backlash is in France. Backlash is in France. And I know this might not matter, but Kevin Owens speaks French, so maybe they do something there with it.
Well, I mean, Quebecian, yeah, but at that point, Kevin's probably going to be involved with something else. I mean, it's not impossible to say, but I just think, like, yeah, I think losing it at WrestleMania would be a big deal. Plus, Logan, up until this point, this would be his third WrestleMania match. So I think he only lost last year against Seth. That was it. But I think this one would be different because he would be seen more so as a champion going in losing than anything else. And that would mean more for him, so he can understand respect for the business.
Logan Paul.
I like the ladder match or even a triple threat, because Logan could lose the title without getting pinned or actually losing it.
That's true.
Use that as an excuse to carry some heat forward to the next pay-per-view or whatever. So
yeah.
You need to turn up your mic, brother. What were you going to say, Nerdy?
Yeah.
Just like I don't think Logan Paul's ever going to lose the belt unless he's upgrading until. Why would you check it in the middle of my sentence?
Sorry, my bad. I'm rude as fuck. I'm an asshole. My bad.
No, it's all good. Just Logan Paul wouldn't lose the U.S. title unless he's upgrading or he's leaving WWE permanently. I don't foresee him doing feuds without a belt. His clout is too high. That being said, I think he's going to hold the belt until he's taken Seth's current belt, that championship belt. It's the only way he's losing.
But also think of it in this consideration that the U.S. title, in a way, not entirely, but in a way, is kind of being held hostage, where there's a lot of young guys who has never even had a championship. that could be viable as a contender. Plus, this guy, all due respect to Logan, great athlete, really opened up a lot of eyes when he wrestled Roman. And it is that one-on-one match at SummerSlam. At the same token, that interval of the program where you want to have competitive matches, especially for a mid-card title, is not being used in a sufficient way.
Yeah, I think if he had at least maybe 1 or 2 more title defenses prior to the Royal Rumble, and maybe a few more sprinkled in before WrestleMania, then I could see him losing at WrestleMania. But if the only time he defends the title is Royal Rumble, then he just wins and then he loses it at WrestleMania, I think it'd be kind of a crappy title reign. But I don't agree with Nerdy where it's like he's going to hold the championship until he upgrades to the world title. I see him holding it at most. If he holds it past WrestleMania, I see him holding it to SummerSlam, and that's where he would actually lose it to LA Knight in a one-on-one match. Because by then,
and again, he can always get it back. He can always get it back. You can always re-put the belt on it at some point.
Do we know where SummerSlam's going to be this year? Have they announced that yet?
Not sure. Probably some sunny place.
I guess it's
sunny days.
Remember when it was
Nashville, Tennessee.
Remember for a while there, it was like in Los Angeles for like 4 or 5 years in a row. Then it went to Brooklyn for like 5-6 years in a row, and then it just started going.
Because it was at the West Coast at one point, then it went to the East Coast.
Hey, all I know is a couple of years ago it was here in Vegas, and that shit was tits. It was at Allegiant Stadium, and that was that was when Roman and Cena fought.
No, that was when Roman.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh no, I was there in person. Trust me.
Was that in Vegas? Was that in Vegas or was that in Detroit? No, you know what? The Detroit one was with Lesnar. You know, because they've had 3 SummerSlams so far that all kind of like took place outside. So now I'm like mixing them all up. Last year's was pretty good too with Lesnar and Cody. Actually,
we're never gonna see Lesnar again. Apparently.
Well, I don't think we're going to see him for a year. And then they're, if they find out what he did, though, if they find out that he really didn't do much, I think he will be back at some point. But yeah, if he has any kind of real connection with this, that it really comes out to be, it's
buffering. See,
we might not.
He can
see
only
him again.
count to get a payday also because this probably cost him millions of dollars being away from Mania.
What the fuck is going on right now? We got Mustafa glitching. We got let me go to the donos real quick. Well, sorry, Mustafa, you're glitching and some feedback was going on somewhere, and it sounded like a whole bunch of bullshit. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put Discord on mute for a second until that figures itself out.
Shit bomb.
Go to the donations real quick.
I was happy Shinsuke finally won a match. Lol. 5 tenths.
Yeah, Shinsuke finally won. I mean, he needed a win. A little bit of a screwy one, but, the bad guys go. And that allows, Sami to be, people to get upset and try to get behind him a little bit, and Cody comes out, so a little bit of the rub there. Cody actually looked intense, probably how Cody should have looked the night when The Rock slapped him, instead of kind of like, what did you just do? Like, what am I might do something. I might do something. You just do something. I'll do something. But like, he looked like that tonight where he was like, yeah, come on, motherfucker. That's what we want from Cody. Cody needs to do that to The Rock at the press conference. Thank you, Alex Oli, for the $2 donation. And let's go to another donation.
Come on out, you rapist!
This one's Dork Knight, and it's because he became a member down below. All right, let me go back to Discord and see what's up. All right. I'm back on Discord. Dork Knight, thanks for being a member. Dork Knight, baby. We got... Fuck
and Nerdy got
Can everybody hear me now? All right.
I guess you had me muted earlier. I don't think what you're saying about Cody's fair, because after he got smacked, he lunged at The Rock, and Triple H just like basically got right in front of him. Yeah.
Okay, maybe you're right. I'm kind of like misremembering, but like I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like he was a little more standoffish.
And in his promo tonight, he basically told Rock he's got a receipt coming.
That was good. Yeah, he looked right at the camera and he said something like, I'm going to hit you back.
We still have a problem. We still have a problem. He never gave the reason why he wanted to give the match.
Well, no, you're right. He didn't. In fact, this was a bit of a cop-out of an answer. He just said, I heard you all and you said we want Cody. And so basically Cody was going to give up his WrestleMania spot, but because the people really wanted him to face Roman, he decided to face Roman. It was still not
And
good.
not only that, but what did The Rock say to him in his ear when he was in the ring before he left?
Oh, they've already reported on that. He was talking about their parents.
Yeah.
He was talking about their fathers.
Well, how do you know they reported on that? Wait, what do you mean? Did Cody say that?
Rock could have been working.
Well, it was. I mean, I don't know if you take weight in it, but the Wrestling Observer reported that basically The Rock was whispering in his.
I'll answer the question better. The Rock said this on the Pat McAfee interview.
Oh,
okay.
That makes sense. That's to say, like bringing up. They reported what he said. I'm like, how do they have fucking super hearing or something?
Okay.
Shit?
By the way, I don't 100% know
Cody
that either Cody or The Rock said, like, oh, it was something about our, he mentioned something about our parents.
My dad would be your dad.
Yeah, I saw it somewhere.
Well, they were tag team champions in Florida.
Not Wrestling Observer though. Yeah, although I know Wrestling Observer reported that though, but.
That reminds me of like the '93 King of the Ring, where Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect are like, "Your dad never beat up my dad." Like I don't know if you remember that promo.
That's funny.
All you needed Cody to go out there and say to cover up the whole fucking not at WrestleMania line and giving his spot to The Rock is that when I had a conversation with Dwayne on SmackDown or prior to coming out, he was talking to me like a very genuine, down to earth person. But that was not the person that we saw at that press conference. What I got was the fake wannabe nice guy, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. But in reality, that guy is long shipped away, sailed away. Now what we got is Hollywood Rock. And he'll give you the fake smiles and he'll tell you everything you want to hear, only to get his own selfish goals accomplished or anything like that, or saying that he put aside his own dreams for the fans' dreams of seeing a dream match like Rock versus Roman, but then he realized that the fans wanted it. Like anything besides just not addressing it at all and pretending it didn't happen. Because
Sorry.
I mean, the whole time I've been explaining it, you've been asking this question.
No. What was the very first thing Cody said at the press conference? He came out to no music, and what was the first thing he said?
Bullshit.
This is bullshit. So I think he's explained it enough. I mean, I don't think he needed to.
What I think what Luke is looking for is 3 words. Cody was doing. He could come out and say, "I was doing what's best for business," or what I thought was best for business. I know you're gonna say, "Oh God," and then he realized and then he can say, "Well, what I realized is I was just doing what was best for The Rock, not what was best for me."
Well, you could absolutely do that. You could absolutely do that and justify it. But my biggest issue, though, is even with Cody doing that, there's still all this underbelly currency of like, okay, we got to like move this around, move that around based upon what comments were said. Because again, you have like 8 weeks till Mania. So you can essentially do whatever you want. But again, what's going to make the most impact? How are you not going to drag it for 8 weeks? And then, of course, Rock's not going to be around for every show. So you have to like place every little detail here and there. And again, even though that the show for Raw's in Anaheim next week, technically Rock's all usually the time in California anyway, when he's not in Hawaii, I doubt he's going to show up there because he's already being advertised for SmackDown. And there's no advertisement for Rock showing up next week anyway.
Well, there was no advertisement for him showing up the prior weeks either. So, I mean, it could just be a surprise. What we could see, and this is how I see them doing something with Drew, doing something with Sami, and then Seth can have his main event with either in a tag match or with The Rock. You could have The Rock next week when Seth Rollins is out there, come out with Roman Reigns or something, and they attack Seth. Have Damian cash in, and then you can just get rid of the world title off of Seth, and then Seth focuses his attention to Rock. Because
get the world title off of Seth before Mania?
Yeah, because that is the only way I can see them. Why advertise it like it's going to be a tag match?
It's a tag match. It's going to be night 1 is going to be. I guess he didn't read my membership chat milestone. Night 1's going to be the tag match. Night 2's going to be the one-on-one. I already know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because they lost CM Punk, who would have been, I think, the main event the night before.
Right.
So now they have an empty hole for the night before main event, right?
And that trailer looked awesome. That's kind of the best thing
I mean, it
WWE's
was great,
made.
but it's like you're insinuating that it's going to be a tag match, or there's going to be some type of outside, whether it be interference or some type of management. And Roman's already got like a whole freaking family behind him. Cody only just has Seth as of right now, based upon what we know.
If you're gonna have the tag match, you need to take the world title off of Seth prior to WrestleMania, because Drew's winning a shot at Elimination Chamber to get to WrestleMania to face Seth. Drew is definitely going to win that match unless they do some weird shit where they have The Rock come out at the last minute to win the Elimination Chamber.
Isn't the money match Drew and Seth? Does Drew have any heat with Damian Priest? I don't think so.
I honestly, I will say, by the way, I don't think they're gonna tag the night one. I do think because you're gonna have The Rock show up and then Roman show up again the next night, which maybe I get it makes sense to me a lot, and I want to agree with you, and it would not surprise me if it happens. And you're a smart.
Why else release that commercial that they did?
I don't know, to sort of build this like he's in my corner, he's in your corner, and what's gonna happen now?
They were the guys at the press conference.
But also, what is The Rock going to do then? The Rock is really going to you're building this thing with The Rock and Seth involved in it, but so The Rock is going to come out randomly or be in the corner?
Everybody here commented on how blown up The Rock was with that segment with the what's his name, Jinder.
Yeah.
So a tag match makes sense.
Yes. I agree. It could help The Rock, and also Seth is hurt, so.
Yeah,
because the thing is, we talked about this before, where Rock got injured, when he wrestled Cena and tore practically his entire muscle, which prevented him from facing Brock the next year. So I'm looking at this mainly as give him a tag match, because at this point, kind of like Sting, you just put him in tag matches just to protect them.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Okay,
Bullfrog is a moron.
Here's Seabass the Beast, who's been donating like crazy.
Why the fuck is that clown paired up with Cody? It's only hurting him, in my opinion. Rollins sounds like a 12-year-old transgender lesbian.
Oh.
If they book a tag match, Rollins will clearly be the fourth woman in that match.
How can you be transgender and lesbian? That's confusing.
Oh, you can be anything you want now.
Don't be so judgmental.
You can do whatever you want nowadays, don't you know?
I wasn't being judgmental. I'm just curious. That seems contradictory. I don't know.
Oh no, you can do it all. Seabass the Beast, thank you. You can do whatever you want. Go ahead.
Do it all.
Do you want to answer the question? Does anybody want to comment on him crapping on Seth Rollins?
I mean, I've already said my thoughts on Seth Rollins. I don't like his character. I think he has great matches, but I mean, the character he's doing is not going to get him to a level of Cody or Roman. He's going to.
When he gets serious, I'll say this: when he gets serious in a promo, then I believe him. But when he's just like I am a revolutionary, it just becomes childish.
I liked his promo up until he did that.
Yes,
I liked it when he said, "I'll be your shield."
Yep.
I thought that was cool.
All the rest of it was good.
Sorry.
Cody's what do you want to talk about, and Seth Rollins like revolutionary. That stuff's all going to go to me. But
Monday Night Rollins, he's trying to be like Jericho. I get it.
Everything is good.
Is his entrance not?
I don't.
One at a time, folks.
Discord sucks.
His entrance music is just fucking too much now. With the way he just sat in it and cringed. Did anybody else cringe when he was just going for the fourth verse over and over, or the waiting for people to sing it? Am I alone in that camp?
Yeah,
I miss his old song. Even if his old song was just generic metal music, it's so much better than whoa, fucking shut up. I hate it.
I think honestly, when he turns heel, when he officially turns heel again, he might have a new theme song just to get rid of that, that old relic.
Why are they going to turn Seth heel? Why are they going to turn Seth heel?
No, like down the line.
He might turn at WrestleMania. I'm telling you, that might happen. Why else is he here? You know what I mean? Everybody said, remember that guy called? He said, Seth's involved. It's going to be a big thing. Why else would he be here? Well, maybe it's that. Or maybe he's going to do the thing The Rock would have done if The Rock was face, but they changed it. So, I don't know.
I just don't want that to happen. I really just don't want Seth to turn heel and screw Cody. Because what, you're going to set up for a fucking Seth and Cody feud that nobody would give a shit about? Literally everybody would turn on the feud. They'd turn on both guys. Seth would get go away heat. Cody would get nobody cares anymore heat. I think they're gonna lay it out on the table that this is like they're gonna make it seem like there's so many possibilities, and Roman and Rock might play on that, and they might say, "How can you even trust this guy? You know what this guy did to me? He stabbed me in the back. He turned on me. He literally is the reason why you couldn't even why you were out for so long because he attacked you or your pec." I mean, they're gonna play on these facts that what if Seth turns on you, and then Cody and Seth are gonna play mind games with them and be like,
they did the same thing 24 years ago with Rock. Like, can you trust Stone Cold Steve Austin? That type of thing. I mean, when Austin was trying to be his savior in a sense of like when he won the title, and Vince is trying to stir the pot. It's still the same thing and the same method. It's nothing new, but it's most likely going to happen. It's probably going to happen within like the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't see an actual turn from Rollins happening, and I do see a turn from Rock, but it's not a face turn. It's him just turning on Roman after what I believe Roman loses. He should lose at WrestleMania. After he loses, the SmackDown afterwards, or maybe the Raw afterwards, Roman and Rock come out and they start talking about it's not over for us or whatever, and then The Rock ends up just turning on Roman, and Solo Sikoa is the one who does it first. He's the one who strikes Roman first on The Rock's command. The Rock turns around, nods his head at Solo, and then out of nowhere just Solo hits Roman with the fucking spike.
Or
after all these months of building up.
Oh my God! So you mean The Rock is now going to become the Roman, basically, since The Rock can only appear 15 times during the whole year, building to Roman versus Rock next year with Rock as the champion for a year.
Sorry.
Either they have a match at Mania, or they could have just a match at SummerSlam. And fucking shout out SummerSlam.
Well, they are trying to make SummerSlam the summer WrestleMania.
A lot of the shows they have this year are gonna be scheduled for big events,
outside of the country.
that they're gonna be. Outside of the country. So unless they really desperately want to hold this off to 41, I think it'd be great if
Rock's
Roman's not the champion
50,
anymore.
Rock's 52. Look, we've got Backlash is at a stadium in France. We've got Bash at Berlin is at a stadium in Germany. Elimination Chambers at a stadium in Perth. I mean, they're doing it, and then we know that SummerSlam is going to be at a stadium, so there's ample opportunity for them to.
Well, this is what they can also
Saudi
do.
Show,
This is what they can also do, and many people have brought the scenario up of involving the family being at ringside, not necessarily involved in the match, but just being at ringside. Bring in Afa and Sinka if they're especially if Afa's health is good enough to be in that environment. You could bring Rikishi. You can bring members of the Anoa'i family. Matter of fact, I even brought up to somebody just the other day, the one person that's never been on TV or has never done anything over the years with the family is Rock's mom, Ata. And she doesn't have to do much. You know what I mean? Just imagine this her saying to her son, during a promo or something, what are you guys doing?
We should have
my father, your grandfather, would not approve of this whatsoever.
Oh, that would be good.
I'd make her. I'd go the other way. I'd have her fully support him and be like, your father would be so proud of you. Go the other way.
Did you not ever watch Young Rock? She's too sweet.
Family, just make the Samoan family evil. Fuck it. They're all Illuminati in Pharaoh's blood.
Well, to be fair, Peter Maivia was a heel at one time, but even as a heel, the Samoans would just defend him in terms of you're our bad guy.
You guys know maybe I'm probably the oldest one here, but the Afa and Sika were huge fans of High Chief Peter Maivia, and they were beating the shit out of people heel because they didn't know any better. Every time Peter Maivia would face a heel, whenever they would leave, they would legit beat the fuck out of them. So they finally brought them in and wised them up, and that's how they got into.
It's actually a work, not a shoot.
Why not just arrest them because they're psychos? Imagine
this was back in the '60s, bro. This was back in the '60s.
We got these two big guys. They keep trying to murder us, so we're gonna smarten them up to the business.
Yeah, Luke, they were foreigners in the '60s. These people couldn't be reasoned with. What are you, crazy? They're animals.
They're animals.
That's why these.
Take a look around here.
Oh shit, this is the big one. Brad's 51 524 Brad's.
Everybody lift up your Hillary.
Brad S.
Everyone loves me. Took a long look along. Everyone loves the dawn. Take a look around Hillary. Everyone loves me. Take a look around Hillary and see.
Thanks, Joe. Good show. I'm in voice chat if you are in the mood for me.
No, I'm just kidding. What's up, Brad? Oh, you're in voice chat in Discord already? Thanks for the $15. Brad is the Brad's actually going to push himself to the top dog here. Huge boner 69 gets knocked off by Brad.
Don't be shy, Brad. Join us, man. Why do you got to be so secluded, man?
Yeah, bro.
Brad's here and he's not queer.
He's here. He's been here the whole time. We just don't let him.
Well, say something, Brad.
His name says B ... So I didn't realize that was him.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Fuck Dork. At 450 Roger Skinner, stop him from plugging on the Joe Cronin show forever.
The Drep. And by the way, at Monetize This, episode 450 of Monetize This, it's going to be me, Jay Menace, Dork Knight for Rojas's title in a fatal four-way officially. That's going to be...
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. It's going to get crazy.
Fatal four-way because we gave a pity win to Jay Menace, despite the fact when the clock ran out, who had the most points? Joe Cronin. He rightfully earned his spot, but then we had to give him the fucking Black History Month diversity fucking.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, the opinions spoken by Rojas are his and his alone. Do not
invoked the black card. He invoked the black card out of the briefcase, and he invoked his right.
Jay Menace won with the wheel.
Right?
What do you
know?
talk
It's not right. You know what's not right? That the fact that the Monetize This champion was so gracious enough that I let Dork Knight get a shot at my title when really he shouldn't get a shot at anything. The only thing he should get a shot of. The only thing he can get a shot of is a bullet to the skull by himself when he commits suicide. But nonetheless,
by the way, Jay Menace sent me a picture I could use for the thumbnail of that show. And it totally this looks like
mugshot. Jesus Christ!
That's my boy.
Where's his county number and sheriff's office underneath that?
Right.
Oh,
what? So any picture of a black guy, you call it a mugshot? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, with a white background, like any picture. Yeah, with dreads. I mean,
okay, Eddie Vedder.
Yeah, you want to call those dreads? Go ahead. I think he's missing a lot of hair up top.
That black guy did a crime.
I was gracious enough to give Dork Knight a shot, and then I was even more gracious enough to say, "Hey, why don't we open it up for somebody?" Somebody,
look, you sorry sack of shit. You're lucky that Joe Cronin is in this fatal four-way because he's gonna win. Otherwise, I'd have smoked your candy ass.
Wait. You're gonna put yourself down, put over Joe, and you want the title. How dare you? Get out of the match. What's wrong with you?
Match, Dork Knight. What are you doing?
You're such a fucking idiot, dude. You're so stupid that I hate you.
I know.
But nonetheless, I was nice enough to say, hey, why don't we open it up and make it a triple threat, whoever wins. But then someone's like, oh, that's not enough. So now it's a fatal four-way. Now I have a 25% chance of retaining my title. I mean, that's fucking bullshit right there.
Hey man, dude, do a Steiner math promo. Come on, do it. You can do it. Figure it out.
How about I do a promo without you interjecting every 2 fucking seconds?
Damn.
Seriously. Jesus fuck.
I need to finish. That's right. I need to finish my story, guys. Let's go.
Someone's trying to get a joke off. I better fucking cut him off. Fucking cocksucker.
Okay, Joe, what's your story? It's story time with Joe Cronin, baby.
My story is I want to retire those belts, and I'm going to win them and be the last Monetize This champion and then retire them. That's the story.
Oh, what are you, fucking Samoa Joe? Jesus.
That's why Joe won't let me in the match. That's why he's making it a fatal four-way, because he knows I would win it if it was.
Oh, you could be in the match. You could be in the match, but nobody voted for you because you're an idiot. That's the problem.
That is true.
I got votes last night. Are you kidding me? I got multiple votes. In fact, I got negative votes.
Yeah,
people love me and they hate me.
Nobody votes for a male with white hair. Okay, let me just tell you that.
Yeah, okay. Tell that to our friggin' diaper in charge right now, Joe Biden. He's got nothing but white hair.
Well,
listen,
I thought you said he cheated. You said he cheated, so nobody did vote for him.
My chest hair is white. Does that count? I don't know.
That's
if you're
gross.
not afraid of me getting any votes, then why wouldn't you put me in the match? What's the issue?
Okay,
Joe?
Brad, please save us.
I'm not a challenge, right? I shouldn't be a threat to your title that you want to retire.
No, you're going to be like the Ross Perot of this whole thing. You're just going to spoil it for the actual guy who could win and help me win. So yeah, let Always Nerdy join because it'll just help me win.
Let me tell you this, Dork Knight. Whether it was me or you, or it was me, Joe, and you, or even with Jay Menace or Nerdy, it could be anybody. You we're never gonna win.
You'll see, motherfucker.
Brad, what's going on, Brad?
I don't think The Rock is
sorry,
going to
Brad.
turn face again.
The Dork Knight said, I don't think The Rock is going to turn face again. Okay, I really think he might eventually. I know he's going for the whole Hollywood Rock or Hollywood Hogan Rock thing going forward, but we'll see what he does. I don't know, man. We'll talk about that.
I think it's a full circle thing because when everybody fell in love with The Rock, it was when he was like a heel, you know, like just taking
because
over
he was funny. That's why, because he cut great promos.
Yeah. And well, he can be funnier as a bad guy, like he kind of was on the Pat McAfee show.
Right, but honestly,
I want to play catch. Hey, Dad, can we play catch? No, I gotta like. Cody,
no, but honestly, though, people keep saying Hollywood Rock. People keep on saying Hollywood Rock, but to me, this is slightly different from the original Hollywood Rock in a lot of ways. First of all, he's more successful.
No,
A,
this is.
B, he's more than just a wrestler. He's a very successful entrepreneur. And C, just the idea of him being on the board plays a whole nother level of storytelling that you can use.
Yeah, are they gonna do like the authority figure thing with him? Like, is he gonna like?
They're already doing it.
Stroke, you know.
They're already doing it with him and Triple H.
Yeah, but Triple H came out and said, "I run this show," and he even
But that's why he said it.
He used two Rock sayings. He said it doesn't matter, and he said, "Know your role."
Exactly. So The Rock's going to fire back at some point on him, whatever that means.
Well, that's why they're coming this Friday and explaining that.
Yeah. So there's going to be some kind of fire back, like where The Rock is like, you don't like. He's probably going to get into this. Like, I'm on the board. They picked me for a reason. I'm the biggest star you have, biggest star in the company. You think you can, you think I can't do, it's going to be all that. They're going to go into this with The Rock and Triple H. That's coming. They've set that up.
I hate that Triple H can't wrestle anymore because that would be
but you know what? What's stopping Triple H from coming out and delivering a pedigree to somebody or something? Why not?
Punch, just one punch.
He's got a defibrillator in his fucking
you
body.
don't think he's working out though? Is he not working out anymore?
He's working out, but he's not going to be as big or put on as much muscle as he used to. He trimmed down even within the past couple of years. He's not going to get his, muscled up as he once was.
Right.
Look, I love my wrestling, but I don't want somebody to die for it. You know what I mean? Like, I just
listen. If he could die because he jumped onto the mat or whatever, it's like that. I don't think that's the case.
We're trying to be like a Mickey Rourke from The Wrestler.
Listen, he has a heart issue
of the show.
He's got a heart issue, but he's got a defibrillator, so he'll get shocked. I think he's more worried about being shocked. What the fuck is that noise? I think he's more shocked about. He's more worried about the defibrillator kicking in live on the air. Exactly. Like he's in the middle of a match and suddenly like it's a medical emergency.
Yo, Brad, what's going on, man? You've been waiting. What you got?
Let's give it to Brad. Yeah.
Yo, well, first of all, that's Mustafa, right?
Yeah,
that is me.
That's him.
They were all saying I sound exactly like you, which I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, do you feel that way?
No, you don't.
Absolutely
and your microphone
not.
isn't as good as the other day right now, so you don't sound like him. But you just
somebody was trolling you.
I think what they mean is you have a good voice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you've got a good voice.
I have a nice timbre.
Exactly. Like, even on that, whatever you're on now, it sounds good. So that's I don't think. Yeah, deep voice, good voice, all that. Go ahead, Brad. Though I'm sorry.
No, I just don't. I thought Seth's promo tonight was really, really good.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was really compelling and good. I know, like, a lot of you guys aren't gigantic fans, but I just thought he was the best part of the show.
No, he was better than Cody.
I thought Becky gave the best promo that she's given in months tonight, actually.
I'll say this, and I said this a couple minutes earlier, where basically I said that Seth, when he gets serious, you take him seriously. When he's joking and he's trying to be funny, it's not. And again, the difference between like him and a lot of other guys who were clever on the microphone, like an LA Knight, like a Rock or somebody like that, is that they actually have a sense of humor that's based in the drama. And that's what creates that tangible, emotional, attachment from the fans. But in this case, Seth is just trying so hard to be, the clown, trying to be so hard to get like, the pomp and circumstance, like he's Macho Man, and it just doesn't work for him.
That's definitely a feud they gotta do. That's definitely a feud they got to do soon. When they get the chance, is LA Knight and Rock.
Oh my God! Yes,
please. So I was totally wrong. I was totally wrong about my 4-way prediction at WrestleMania with Seth being involved. But I do think they're doing it at Elimination Chamber, the tag match with Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth.
So you think it'll be an Elimination Chamber, not night 1 of WrestleMania?
No, I think Cody might be doing double duty, to be honest with you. Like Cody versus Rock.
Well, Cody can do it. Cody can do it.
Then takes everything. Cody could do it.
The reason I think it's going to be Cody and Rock at Mania is because like people are saying, oh, it's just a trailer, but the trailer really did seem like this is happening at WrestleMania. And maybe it's just because they were the 4 guys at the press conference. So that's why I said maybe get the title off of Seth before Mania. This way, when the World Championship match happens, Drew can win it without having to screw up that tag match and not screwing up Drew's momentum. Or what they could possibly do is have the tag match night 1 main event. Then night 2, Seth defends the championship somewhere in the middle of the show against Drew. And then the main event is Cody and Roman.
I would actually have Seth open the show. I'd have him bookended. Seth open the show, Cody end the show. Because Seth says he's going to be, I mean, he kind of implied he was going to be in Cody's corner for the match, tonight anyway.
He'll be in the corner like you're in the closet.
Oh! Well, no,
and Joe, to get that,
dude.
Joe, to get that, it's in your bunghole song, which has been in my head for 4 or 5 days. What do you have to donate? $100 to get that song?
$100 or more. $100 or more it plays, and $150 plays the Mass song. $500 plays the Sith Negan song. But everything else over $100 will play that song, except for Super Chats.
Right, yeah. I might have to donate $100 to you soon, man, just to get that song. That song has just been in my head. Well, I really just came on tonight to... it's really catchy. I really just came on tonight, man, to give you $15 and to say thank you. And I was listening before, and that's it, man. I got an early morning thing, but thanks, guys. And that's it, man.
Great stuff, Brad. I appreciate it, man, very much,
Brad,
dude.
It's always a pleasure, having another
thank you guys
on the panel. Yeah. Thanks for
thank you guys.
And I like that Scully.
See you, Brad.
Yeah, sure you do. I know you hate. You call me Condom Head.
Condom Man. There's a joke about that.
It's all good, bro.
I used to do Condom Man where I wore this beanie all the time.
What
and
I am Aquaman.
All right.
It was a 40-year-old version reference. My God, you never watched the movie, Steve Carell?
Everybody got it. I don't know.
Old version? Wow. Okay. It's actually funny. I saw a funny interview with Jason Momoa about Aquaman, and he thought he was auditioning for Lobo or Lobo, whatever his name is.
Lobo.
He thought it was auditioning for him. Yeah, Lobo. And they were like,
"Oh, fuck you!"
They were like, "No, we have you auditioning for Aquaman." He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
He's watching a game. Focus, brother.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm watching the hockey game while I'm talking to you guys.
Dorks.
Yeah, I know you're talking over everybody's fucking story joke or whatever the fuck. Hey, you're trying to get something off. Fuck you. Fucking so annoying.
Brad talks to me. He tries to talk first. Of course. Anybody notice that? Go back and play.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to check. But I appreciate it. I hope the Vegas Knights plane goes down. Anyway, let's go to the donos and see what else there is.
What the fuck? Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Scissor me!
Hey, Joe!
Seabass the Beast.
Joe, I'll make sure you monetize this championship on 450.
Ooh.
Luke, I respect you, but the title needs to come back home.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it's still in Joe's home, LOL.
Yeah, that's right.
I got to stop donating.
I'm going to start donating, yeah.
If Joe gets the titles, then he's going to retire them.
Yeah, what you guys don't realize, Joe just buried his own show. Joe just said, "I'm going to retire the title, so it'll never be a thing again." And another never.
I didn't say that.
That
That's not what I said. That is not what I said. I said I'm going to retire these titles.
I doubt Rojas will even have the titles in his possession before 450. So where's the incentive to win? Because let's say I win.
We've been over this.
I know I'll never get the titles because Rojas still hasn't even gotten his title.
Oh, you'll get it. Don't worry.
Garguts, the other night, Garguts was bitching on his show when he won. He never got the title.
What? Garguts kept the title for like 7 months, and he wouldn't give it back, and he lost it.
Right.
He lost the title.
He bet it. He gambled it away in some fucking border casino.
He legit lost the belt to some drug dealer. It was crazy, and
some cartel member.
It took months to get that belt from him.
After he already lost the title, he fucking was shipping it back, and it got mysteriously lost. The fucking guy was trying to sell it, and nobody would buy it because it's like, what's this embarrassing wrestling title? Fucking faggot. But you know what? I actually have a championship being sent to me at this very moment, and it's a customly made. Sith Negan monetized this championship.
Well, you just ruined that. Jesus.
I don't give a shit. Fuck you. You already said I'm not sending the belts.
Okay.
We know one thing: Dork isn't winning.
Dork is not winning, says Welsh. What if Dork has his friend who's got tons of money, drop $3,000 or something?
Just maybe I'll drop a Sith-inspired bomb.
Oh my God! Wow. 450.
Joe disrespected to monetize this championship, and you know what happens when you disrespect to monetize this championship? Bad thing. Look at Bobbitt. Look at.
Oh my God!
Look at Real Talk. Look at them all.
Well, no, Real Talk never won the belt.
Look at Leah. Look at Leah. She had to deal with Joe every single day. And you know what I mean? It's the same old shit. You disrespect that title, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna get your dreams shattered. I'm gonna shatter people's dreams at 450. Oh, no, Luke, it's been a great reign, but it's time for someone new. Why?
Guess what? Luke has.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Who do I have?
Luke has Welsh in his corner.
Oh shit.
That's weird. Oh my God, D. Welsh.
Yeah, that's really right, motherfucker. That's right, motherfucker. So Seabass, come bring it. Starry fucking Eye, whatever the guy's name was last week.
Star Sail?
Come bring it as well. Fuck. Yeah, whatever the fuck. Big Dick, Big Johnson.
Do I just take everybody's bets and kind of keep a scorecard of who's got who?
Sure.
How about you fucking How about you just take your own life? How about that?
Oh my God!
What is it with your fascination with telling people to kill themselves, bro? That's fucked up.
Man,
you know why?
Yeah, that's 2008, dude.
I love Air. I love Death. I love.
Hey, remember monetize this 200 where the title was JD won't be here? I thought that was funny. But you know who will be? Fat Tommy. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Dude, I want Beefy Mario. Where the hell is he?
Ooh, yeah. What happened to him? I think he got manipulated by somebody.
Got it.
I'm sorry, Joe. I said some things that weren't true. Apparently, I said that you would retire the belts forever or whatever.
That's right. That's not what I said.
That's not what he said. I might have stirred up a couple pitchforks.
It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. You do.
Okay, Dork Knight, you need to control your ADHD. You're literally seeing illusions right now. What is going on with you?
No, we just scored, so we're only down by 1 now. So
shut up, Dork. Nobody cares.
You think if you're gonna cheer, right? Like if you're gonna cheer when people are talking, you go, okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
You can use sign language, Dork Knight.
Yeah, it's like different when when I'm doing my own show and like I would watch the Bruins games and I'd tell everybody, hey, I got the Bruins game on in the background, but let's review Raw anyway. The Bruins are in the playoffs. And then they scored, and in the middle of my review, I'm like, yeah, my God. But like I'm hosting the show, so it makes sense. Yes,
Joe,
Welsh.
by the way, your Bruins can suck it after my Caps shut you guys out the other day.
Oh, well, we're going to make it further than your team. How about that?
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
never mind.
Scissor me, Joe!
Brody Codes.
Hey, what up, everyone? I was at Raw tonight, super fun, but obviously the in-person experience elevates it. It was funny when Cody told the fans, "I don't know how I can repay you all." Someone in front of me yelled, "Kill Roman Reigns." I was dying laughing.
Oh my God! Well, imagine if that made it on the air and you heard this
I
guy.
thought it was a young kid too.
Oh my God! If you heard that on the air, I would have died, bro.
I hope it was an 8-year-old that did it. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, that's not the first time you've said that too.
I was just gonna say, you're bringing up hockey earlier. You're bringing up hockey earlier. I remember one time you were doing a monetize this, and like the Bruins, like basically the ref made like a bad call, and it was like the puck was not in the effing crease. You did this goal.
Wait,
my
God. What about when Seth Rollins cut that embarrassing promo where he's like, "Burn it down," and I'm walking out, double champ. Well, when he said this, he's like, I'm walking into Night of Champions, double champ," and then the guy in the crowd goes, "You're gonna lose."
Yeah, you're gonna lose. I'm gonna walk in as champ, burn it down, and then it was awful. Oh my God, bro, that was bad.
I love the dick.
Show like as bad as Seth can be sometimes with the goofy character thing, he is so much better than he was in that 2019 era. I mean, fucking just like the worst baby face ever, especially because he was such a douche on Twitter all the time. He was getting to like douchey arguments with everybody, and he was a douche.
You know why? Because he was taking himself very seriously as a face, and quite honestly, him not taking himself seriously at all has worked out better. But like, it's gone to the point now where you're saying things like you said earlier, where it's like, when it's weird, we're saying the opposite now. Like when he takes it really seriously, he comes off more serious and you care. But when
he's better,
right? It's better, but it wasn't better then, and he was trying to take himself seriously. So it's weird how that is. Like, we're contradicting ourselves on what we're saying about him, but it's true.
Well, back then he wasn't wearing his wife's shoes or pants or
And
whatever
also
Roman
he
said. That
was throwing pics all over Twitter just to get himself over. But nonetheless, I will say, like in 2017 when he wrestled Triple H, that was definitely a good period for him in terms of like trying to be like a single-handed babyface getting put over by, and again, the COO of the company. But then in 2019 he just dropped, even though he beat Lesnar at Mania. It didn't really mean that much because it was like the opening match.
Mustafa, you just gave me a cool idea. So
I'm gonna wear a condom now.
Oh my God!
No. So Seth is kind of like a protege of Triple H, and Triple H can't wrestle, so that could lead.
Oh yeah.
So Triple H could be like, I can't fight you, Rock, but you know who can?
Yeah.
Seth freaking Rollins, and then we could get that. That could. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Night one could be Rock and Seth. Yeah. Night one could be Rock.
Yeah, but then what the chamber though? You have the men's chamber. What are you going to do about those guys, or whoever wins?
I don't know. But we need Seth on night one against not CM Punk. So who can take his place?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying with The Rock. Maybe I said that earlier that The Rock could come out during the Elimination Chamber and do like what Brock did in 2019, and he just basically politicked his way into getting into it. He's on the board of directors, and he's like,
just
the board of directors.
Spot?
So I mean, like either somebody gets injured or maybe he just inserts himself into the match somehow. I mean, it's not that they haven't done it before, and that way and at least now, with The Rock being a heel, it makes sense, and it's going to get you the reaction that you want, which is him getting booed. Because if he had done that at Royal Rumble and just came out and won, and they were trying to present him as a face, then I would be shitting on it. But if it's
you know what, Luke,
boss and he got there,
you know what, Luke, if they were to do that, you know who I would go after to replace, and maybe for a future feud, take out Randy Orton, take him out, because Rock and Randy.
Do you think he legit hurt himself? Did you notice how he was holding his back at the end of that match?
Yeah, Luke noticed that.
He noticed it too.
Right, but I'm just saying,
was just selling, or do you think he actually legit hurt himself? Because he's got back issues.
I mean, I want to answer Rostafa's point. It could happen. I mean, Randy and Rock definitely are big stars.
Why would you sell that?
I don't know how you would sell the match.
Why would you sell that though? That I'm talking about Randy's injury. Why would you sell that at that point in the match and at that time? You know?
Yeah, I think he really hurt himself. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a mark.
I brought that up. I brought that up on SmackDown, and everybody's like, "You're getting worked. You're getting worked." I'm like, "Well, no, because I watched wrestling for a while, and I know that when someone sells for the entire match, you're selling your back. When the back wasn't even focused on throughout most of the match, and he wasn't just selling it; he was like legitimately writhing in pain.
It was right after he did his art. Immediately.
No, it was. He did it for the entire match. For the entire match, like he was just in pain, and you could clearly tell.
It was when he jumped off the ropes.
It might have been that. Okay. Might have been that. I don't know. I remember watching that match. There were a lot of miscues too. Like Sami tried to do something on the ropes, and I think they just literally just canceled mid bounce. They're like, no, we're not doing it.
And you don't want to be hurt, dude. After 18 months of coming back, you do not want that guy hurt. Like that sucks.
Yeah, and again, I was going to say, like, yeah, you could take out Randy, but then he just came back. So why would you want to take him off TV again and miss Mania for that match?
Not take him off TV, but just take him out of the, like, I could buy this. Like, The Rock take his place, somehow make it a storyline, like he politicked his way in and, you know, maybe attacked Randy backstage and, you know, just because, I mean, if he's legitimately hurt, like, I don't want Randy Orton to be a cripple. You know what I mean?
And he said that he has like about 10 more years left in him. So we may not. It depends on what his body's able to do at that given point. Because he already put on more muscle just to kind of protect himself in a way, but it still doesn't revert the fact that he's still going to have back issues.
It could possibly be a work.
I fucking hate Dork Knight. Guy sounds like a try-hard intellect. Orton vs. Rock is a bigger match, and Orton is the first original Triple H guy. Welsh, I'm going to put bomb you on 450 like a Middle Eastern.
Oh my God, Seabass the Beast like a Middle Eastern.
Damn, Seabass, when you were on the show the other night, you said we'd probably be friends in real life. And now you're shitting on me again.
First time? Is that the first time you've been lied to, Dork Knight?
All right.
You know, how about those two whores you used to date?
Fair enough.
Yeah, now he's gonna bomb you like a Palestinian hospital parking lot, dude.
Oh, do I have to get Omar in here to smack you, Eddie Vedder?
What if they bring up during the Raw review?
Seabass, thank you, bro. Seabass the Beast is one of the top donators of this week, and he's been a beast. Is that? Thank you, Seabass. But Brad is on top with the $15 from earlier. Thank you, Brad.
When is
do you love the bed?
Yeah,
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt until last Sunday that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Dork would only owe $2,000 to the IRS if he didn't buy his last fiancée a $8,000 engagement ring.
El Tapo, that's a good point.
It was only 7,000, but
oh my God,
point taken. Yeah.
Man,
how many divorces did you have prior to that? 2 or 3?
Fuck you. Just fuck.
You know what? You know what Leah's ring cost? You know what the ring I gave my wife? I gave my wife a wedding ring, and it was $700. Like, and you gave you spent $8,000 on a whore that left you.
I got a 1-carat heart cut diamond engagement ring for her, and I got a steal on it. Really, $7,000 is a steal on a rock that big.
Oh my God! I mean, I guess that seems insane. Like my wife would like, bro, she would be like, absolutely no. Like, you do not need to like do that unless it was like,
dude, I can show you the video. I proposed to her at a Golden Knights game. We were on the Tron. The people were interacting with like the MCs.
Have a golden shower after it.
Yeah, did they think it was a joke at first?
No, we even got interviewed by the newspaper afterwards. Yeah.
Well, that's great. Make it about you again. That's why you really did it, was so you can get the interview. Plugged till death do us podcast.
Look, man. I'm still like, look, next month will be a year since she left me. So like, this is still kind of sore. So don't.
You want me to do it till death do us podcast again? Is that what you're saying, Luke? You want me to do another podcast with my wife? Hello?
Hello.
Do you want me to do a death to us podcast with my wife like this week? Is that what you're saying?
Bring it.
Okay. I'll call
Come
Leah.
on, Dork.
Glitch Rojas and Glitch Staffa up in here.
Right.
I'm still here.
I just think it's funny that he fucking proposes at the most white trash place he could do it, like at a Golden Knights game. Yeah, that's where every fucking girl
How
wants
is
to get
that white
proposed to.
Fuck you.
Yeah, they want to get fucking proposed in an arena filled with
Dude, we
drunk,
were on the
smelly
Jumbotron. It was announced. It was on fucking. Oh, whatever. You're stupid.
That makes it okay. It
Yeah,
was on the Jumbotron.
And she's probably like, let's go have post engagement sex. And you're like, no, I gotta talk to the news reporter. And fucking, and now you're plugging all your stupid bullshit that nobody cares about. And you buy a $7,000 engagement ring. You couldn't find a better venue to fucking propose. And then also $7,000. That's
Are
a
you
steal.
kidding me? That's a great venue.
You only think that's a steal.
Yeah,
if you're
look,
used
I
to
know you're just a
proposing to fucking
21-year-old brat and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but no, it was.
You know what? At least I
magical.
wouldn't spend $7,000. At least when it spend $7,000 on some. If someone really loves you, they're not going to ask for a $7,000 engagement ring. You
She didn't ask
deserve
for
to
it.
be.
She didn't ask for it.
Dark Knight, don't take him serious, dude. The only rings he's used to buying are ring pops in the fucking convenience
Loop,
store. Okay, he's
Cocoa
not
Puff.
buying. He's not worried about love. He's not
They don't
worried about
fuck
that.
Well, he's already admitted he's a virgin, so that's fine.
That's all right.
Admitted it. What is it? I don't think
Shit
it's a
bum.
secret. Any of
Miss
us.
Talbot just watched the Seth promo. Good.
J Mac the Fanatic dropped $2 super chat party. Missed Raw, but I watched the Seth promo. Good. Yeah, the Seth promo was good. Cody was okay, but overall, I just thought there was something kind of lacking from the show. But we'll see what happens.
Did anybody else wish that you could shoot through the TV screen when Nia Jax was talking?
Oh my
and trying
God,
to
bro!
I turn it on mute and I walk out of the room. That's all I do.
I guess I got lucky. I missed the night. Nia Jax was on Raw tonight.
Yeah, it was terrible. I'm glad you missed it.
I must have been pissing or
How can
something.
you miss her? She's fucking fat.
Oh,
She takes up the whole
What up, Garguts?
you could
Don't
fill.
be careful, Garguts. You'll get blocked on Twitter. She'll do it.
Oh, now Jesse can talk.
That's a huge bitch.
Becky came out looking like Lita. She's dressed up like Lita from
I actually like
1995.
those parachute pants.
Bullfrog
Dude,
is
they're
a
fire.
moron.
Scissor me, Joe!
Seabass the Beast.
Guys, I don't want to sound like an anti-mark, but to me wrestling is becoming really hard to watch.
Oh yeah,
I
no.
still love it. It's probably because my guys Cena, Orton and Edge are close to retiring, but it's just becoming hard for me to watch.
No, it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch right now, Seabass. Although right now, again, this little jolt of energy we've had with The Rock coming back and WrestleMania and all that stuff, it's made it easier to watch.
Are you out of your fucking mind? This is the best wrestling's been in 25 years.
Oh,
I don't
you can go kill
wait,
yourself
wait,
right
wait,
now.
wait,
You can put a bullet
wait,
in your head
wait.
right now.
Wait, did you just say 25
no.
years? Since 1999, it has not been great.
No, not
that is
25 years, but it has been. It's
No,
the
he
best
said
it's been.
25 years.
Yeah,
I did
no,
say
I don't
25
agree. I don't agree with that at all. But
wait,
it's
At
the
least
best-
20 years. At least 20 years.
Okay, 20 years puts us in 2004, so I might agree with that. I would say wrestling right now is a little better than like since 2017. Like I
was going to say 7, but I got you. I hear you.
I'm not going to say a little better because you know what? I think people are really downplaying current Raw and are making it seem like earlier Raw wasn't as bad. No, 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019 Raw is absolutely atrocious. It's the worst period for the show. And I don't know how you can say this is only a little bit better. I mean, we're actually getting storylines that make sense. The mid-card is so much better right now. Like Gunther.
Dude, they had John Cena beat Finn Balor in 2017 on an episode of Raw, and it was fucking retarded. Why would you?
We go home,
No, the
we go suck their dicks off. We go home, we go suck their dicks off.
It's about dick, it's about penis. Men are from Mars, but I'm from Venus. Put it in the butt, spit in the shower, and take what's ours. I want to drain the main vein, prostate massage so insane until you scream. I'm so motherfucking gay.
We go home, we go suck their
My
dicks
God!
off. We go home, we go suck their dicks off. We go home,
Huge boner! Drops the biggest donation of the stream.
suck their dicks off. We go home, we go suck their dicks off. We go home, we go suck their dicks off.
I really have nothing cool to say. Except that I have an enormous penis.
Oh my God! Then I'm leaving. I'm gonna leave my wife, and I want you in me. And we can put on the rainbow colors and stuff. We'll be the biggest thing in the world if we go at it. I think huge.
Biggest chalice in the world.
Boner.
Good for you, huge boner.
That is the biggest dono of the stream. Boner, you're gonna take over, brother. Sorry, I'm just excited right now.
RI3 says in the chat, Demon Finn never finished his story, and he never will.
And he never will, yeah. Well, like he never finished that Lego set when he was jerking himself off.
Do you remember his feud with Baron Corbin, where Baron Corbin was like, here's your playhouse, this is your new locker room, or whatever, and they really just shat on Finn and made him seem like he was like a little troll. I remember TSS2, he made like a promo video for it, like acting as if it was like the greatest feud ever, and it was just this piece of shit Extreme Rules match between them, and the feud went on for like 7 months.
Oh my God!
TSS2. Before Botch Club was a thing, we had TSS2.
What?
Before we had Botch Club, we had TSS2. I miss those days. Come back, TSS2.
Wow.
Make more.
Yeah.
Super chats don't let you use the F word.
No, yeah. In fact, if you say things on the super chat, like you say, you cock sucking mother, this, that, or your mother's the or something, they'll actually take the money and then take the money from me and then not tell you that.
It literally won't even let me. I put F ** K.
Also, if you on a super chat, if you use a slur of some kind, you'll notice sometimes you'll go to drop another donation on super chat and it won't let you do that because internally YouTube has banned you or something for timed you out for like a day or two. Or from this channel for a while. It's really weird. So and they don't tell you about it whatsoever. So I always recommend Streamlabs, pinned to the top of the chat. But you can super chat if you like to. We obviously could.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
You're gonna get it in a minute, and I'm gonna get the top spot.
All right.
Instead of the first word, I wanted it to be fuck. But it wouldn't even let me.
I'll say it like that
asterisk.
too. Oh my God, it's
Thank you.
Dork Night. Look at this. He's gonna drop a dono. I can't wait to see what it is. Now I'm gonna guess. I'm not gonna leave the chat. I'm gonna guess the Dork Night drops. $30. That beats the $25. Don't tell me.
No,
it
doesn't let me do that.
Well, you can do $30 if you want. There's just not a peg on the thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Oh,
fuck, man.
Oh, that means it.
Wrestling shows
that
for
means
over
it was
30
more.
years.
Yes.
Never.
Yeah, it was
in
more.
all that time have I ever felt until last Sunday.
Yes.
That my
own
security,
co-host
my
pay to be
safety,
on the
my
show.
life
You
was
can't
in
get any
danger
better than
in
that.
the wrestling show.
Dork Knight, I'm going to make sure you don't win on 450. I did get along with you when I called into the show, but you've become such a tunnel digger since then.
Oh
my God!
You know what? You're gonna have a run for your money because I have 3 people who have promised me they're willing to drop a few $100 each. So you best be prepared to drop 1,000 yourself if you want to beat me.
They were willing to do that to get to me. They were willing to do that to get back at me.
That's because that's how many people hate you, Rojas.
Oh.
But guess what? Guess what, Dork Knight? Guess what, Dork Knight? You're not going to be the only one challenging for the title. Now it's going to be.
Oh! I knew it. Yes, he dropped more. The Dork Knight dropped $50.
It's okay.
Oh my God! Fuck Rojas! Fuck Rojas! That's what Dork Knight is saying. Oh my God!
Fecal matters on the floor.
It's okay, I am a horse.
Fecal matters on the floor. It could be worse on the floor. My fecal matters on the floor. Fecal matters on the floor.
Fecal matters on the floor. Give it to me.
Fuck Rojas! He can go to hell! Fuck Rojas! He can go to hell! I hate Rojas! He can go to hell! Fuck Rojas! I hate his stupid face, and I hate his dumbass words. I hope he dies. I hope that Rojas dies. Fuck Rojas! Fuck Rojas!
Yeah, I hope Rojas dies. Every time I hear his voice, I get really pissed off. Everything he says makes me really mad. I hope Rojas dies in a fire. Fuck Rojas. I hope he fucking dies. Fuck Rojas. Miami dies. Fuck Rojas in the head. Fuck Rojas everywhere. Fuck Rojas in the ass. Fuck Rojas.
Okay. I'm sorry, everybody, but it had to be done because the Dork Knight, you know, you can hate him all you want, but the fact of the matter is he just dropped $50. All right, Discord's unmuted, and let's go bestow the honor of Dork Knight above Huge Boner right now.
That, your little heavy rock rendition of my 2 words
Yes.
was worth every fucking penny. It was beautiful. Chef's kiss.
I love you.
I mean, it's the anthem. It is the anthem of all the little of all my little crybaby haters. Dork Knight being one of them. So yeah, I don't like the words he says. Now you're gonna make it sound like you're badass by having Joe sing for you. I like how Joe goes more out of his way to make this awesome song for $50, but he gets hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars over the weekend, and he's just like, "Wow, thank you." I mean, really just shows you the fucking bullshit bias that he has for Dork Knight. He's had it since day one. He likes this guy.
Oh no!
Listen,
I'll bury Dork just as much as anybody else. But you know,
he has buried me in the past. So, like, let's not get.
Well, I'll tell you what. When you have $3,000 drop every like 2 nights in a row, it's like hard to like flip out every. We'd be here all night if I don't like. Holy shit, we got to get on. But when you have a night like tonight where the top dono is $25 and a 50 comes in, hey man, you got to celebrate that. It's a slow night, you know. So you got to give it up.
And you finally have entrance music, and it's like long enough for you to make it to the ring.
Listen,
now. You can take your time.
You can use that. You can use that, Rojas. Absolutely, you can use that. Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god, Dork, you're gone! Dork is gone!
Somewhere where we go.
It's in your bunghole. Whoa, it's in your bunghole. I want it jammed in my bunghole.
G. Welsh, G. Welsh, D. Welsh, D. Welsh, D. Welsh.
Audio Jungle.
Fuck off, Dork. Bye, bitch. Silence, Dork. I will also make sure you don't win. I will negative everything donated for you.
Oh my God, you are in trouble on Monetize This 450 in about 6 weeks or so. We're away from that. Now that's pending, you know, pay-per-view nights. We won't do a Monetize This on that, so I don't know what the projection of Monetize This looks out. We could do the math and try to figure
March
out.
30, I looked it up. The producers on it research March 30th. If we did it every Saturday, if there's any breaks, then it'll push it back.
we wouldn't do it on WrestleMania, so that's one break right there.
Yeah. So Joe.
Oh, we won't. Oh, that's not till April though, so we won't miss anything. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
So Joe, you're welcome. People's hatred of me is going to make you a fuck ton of money on 450.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
do it. Let's do it after Mania. Honestly, why don't we just do it after Mania?
No, I think it could be exciting doing it the week before Mania, right? And then Mania is the next week, so there's this double hype going on. I mean, the week after or the week before, either way, like, is a good call. But the fact that it just
How is it D. Welsh was able to say fuck, but I wasn't? That's
well,
not
because
fair.
it was Streamlabs. I told you. I literally just told you this.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
and that's
Dork
been
Knight,
the top.
before you go, Since
going?
the rules have kind of had to change, I mean, if you remember correctly, a number of weeks ago, I challenged Dork Knight. And loser would leave the show for a few months or whatever. But obviously that's changed because now it's a fatal.
We're not doing
now
that.
it's a fatal four. So what are the rules now? Because it was a year. It was
So
a year.
this is the rule. This is the rule, Dork Knight. This is the rule, Dork Knight. If you win, miraculously somehow you win, I'll still leave the show. But if I win, I want you out. So really, our deal is still going on, but it has to be one of us.
I'm going to tell you, no
wins
one's leaving the show.
order.
No, no one's leaving the show. I'm not going to let that happen because we've done that stuff before, and that's a dumb thing. We're not doing leave the show. I'm going to veto that right now. No one's leaving the show.
Come on, no. The challenge. Well, I guess it was before Fatal.
I will give you this. Here's what I would propose because I don't like the people leave the show thing anymore. But what I will say is this: whoever loses, or if you want to do this, whoever loses, the other person is able to kick the other person from the show whenever they want to for like 30 days. That would be funny. Like you come on and be like, you know what, Luke, see you later, brother. How about that?
I mean, I think just a leave of absence for 30 days would make the loss more impactful. But
I like Joe's idea. I like Joe's idea. It's better because it's funny.
Yeah, because you know I'm winning. Monetize this.
Yeah, I just don't like the idea of people leaving anymore. Like it just didn't work out at this point. Man,
I'm telling you right now, once you throw Joe into the mix, because this is Joe's channel, Joe's winning by default. It's not even fair, and I feel terrible for my friends who are going to. I actually don't, because Joe's a good guy and he deserves the money.
Well,
but
I mean, I didn't win. You know what? Luke won the belt over me, and several people have won the belt over me. You know, several times. So it can be done.
Belt over Joe, dumbass.
Joe's not even the first champion.
What?
Joe's not even the first champion. The fucking guy put the title on the line on his own goddamn show, and nobody voted for him. And then his
wait a minute. Nobody voted for him? Like, people voted for me.
Yeah, you sound like Joe at the beginning of the show for me. Hold on, let's not overplay it
right
here.
No, I came up with a great idea and then didn't even fucking win it. Like, how bad is that?
Yeah, you're like Jericho with the Money in the Bank.
Right.
Well, the thing is, Joe, when you did win it, you ended up giving it to somebody else. You know,
so look, I don't want D. Welsh to hate me even more than he does. You gave me such a big, like, you know, rock heavy metal motif for my 50.
Well, you're supposed to leave. You're supposed to leave now. So bye.
Doesn't he deserve more for the 100? I don't know. I'm just throwing that out.
No, cry.
I'm not gonna cry. Although I did watch. You know, since you guys like to pick on me, I did watch Spider-Man No Way.
Yeah, that was what was best for the thing, I think. Well, Luke, now that it's a fatal 4-way, how are you feeling now that Joe's in the match? You got Jay Menace, you got obviously Dork. Are you worried more? Worried less?
I would be dumb not to be at least somewhat, at least to respect my opponents, except for Dork Knight. I mean, I understand it's a challenge, and I understand that there's a lot of people who don't like me. But if you look at the shows since I've won the title, you cannot deny the consistency and the greatness of all of them. And you cannot deny the things that have happened for wrestling since I've won the title. I just think me being champion is what's best. I think a lot of people are getting tired, and, you know, not all, but I think there's a lot of people who are getting tired of getting a new champion every fucking time there's a championship match. I think people actually want a champion they can be proud of, and not just a spur of the moment. Let's give Joe the title. Actually, let's give Frogface the title. Actually, let's give Blowjob number 75, whatever the fuck, some random guy. Let's give him the fucking title. No. The title should belong to the guy who's been carrying the show on his back for the past, I don't even know how fucking long. 2023 was my year on the JCS fucking show, all right? There's no denying it. And 2024 will be no different, because I am the monetize this champion. I am the only one who deserves to be monetized this champion. And Jay Menace, he's not ready. Joe Cronin, he's shown you what he's going to do with the monetized his championship, cut 2 or 3 promos, and then act like he's not the champion for the rest of the time he has the title. Oh, yeah, he cuts a promo on Jeff Hardy. Who gives a fuck? And then you got Dork Knight. He's an embarrassment, and he's a failure. I hate him. I hate him so fucking much, and I can't wait for me to be able to kick him off the call at any time. I mean, honestly, I made up the loser leaves town rule, and then Joe's like, no, they don't like that rule. I mean, apparently the champion's worth nothing anymore. More disrespect for the title, and I'm getting sick of it. I'm just getting sick of it. So at 450, silence a lot of people, and I'm going to prove everybody wrong. I am going to retain the monetize this championship, and I'm going to be the longest reigning monetize this championship champion when I do, and I'm going to be a champion that you can all be proud of.
If this were happening, if this match were this month, I think Jay Menace would have the advantage for Black History Month. But seeing as it's not till 450, it's anybody's game. It's anybody's game.
You think?
By the way, Joe, did you even do anything for the pot last Saturday, or did we just end the show?
Did you miss the show?
I guess I did.
We
What
spun
are
the
you talking
wheel.
about?
Jay Menace is champion.
No, you disappeared, you dickhead. Like we were all like, "Where's Garguts?" You like left the show, and your chair was empty for like 3 hours or something like that.
Oh, I went to go get a beer, and then I ran into somebody. That's right. Fuck.
Yep, you missed a lot, bro. There was like $2,000 in donos while you were gone, and then like we spun the wheel for the pot, and then the show just wouldn't end. It was literally like a classic monetize this, where I think we were on the 10-minute countdown for 2 hours, or something. Damn. It was something like that. It was crazy. It was like it was an OG monetize this. Anybody that used to watch monetize this, like, probably, 17 to 21. Those years, it was like an OG show. It wouldn't end. It was bombs.
We had, dude, when the clips you're making are hilarious, by the way, Joe. I got a comment. The ones where, like, when Lightning said he was autistic.
Then
seems like
there was this one right here.
He's like, actually, did you know? Like, he would say, he's like, actually, did you know? Like, he would post under their picture, did you know that the rape percentage in New York City is up 30%?
Yeah, that was funny.
That's the second thing that Nerdy would say to a girl. He'd be like, yeah, you look good. Yeah, cool. I live in this area. Then the girl's like, well, I live in New York, but I'd fly out to see you. And then he's like, did you know that the numbers in New York are...
Did you know that the leggings, if you stretch them out really far, I can see your underwear through them?
Like, yeah, that's something you would say. It's weird, but you would say it.
And you know what? Sometimes it works. It's all about statistics. They say you got to fight the odds every day.
I'm telling you, bro. Reach out to me. I'll talk to these girls, or I'll tell you what to say. But
really?
I'm serious. Like I'll tell you what I want. Yeah, I want you to get laid. Like I don't like the things you've been saying. And normally I would say, once in a while you make a mistake, and what are you gonna do? The girl didn't like you. Girl didn't like it. Whatever. It's better than being fake. But you know what, bro? I think you need help. Based on the things that I've heard, you've said a lot of crazy shit. Or at least tell me what you're going to say first. I don't know, something like that. You can text me. You're on my Facebook page. You can Facebook Messenger me anytime.
I'll give you access to my Tinder profile. Just look past all the trans profiles.
Oh, my God, bro. I'll have you banging.
Like them. That was somebody else, I swear, dude.
What were you going to say? One joke. Just message me anytime as if he's going to reply back to you, like, right away, and not 5 hours later, and just be like...
Right. Don't send a message until I respond. I don't care how long it is.
So he's gonna be waiting to talk to this girl until you and just text back.
Hey, that might be the play. Play the long game, Joe, if you could give me advice on Tinder or whatever dating, I would love that. Luke is mad because he can't get any matches to start a conversation with. So you know what? That was really mean. Sorry, Luke.
They're just with fake bots.
or trans people. Don't forget those people too. All right.
Possible trans people.
Yo,
or fat people.
Did y'all talk about Brian Pillman's grandson yet? He stopped the school shooting.
Really?
It just got reported like today.
Yeah, that was early. They did report that. We haven't talked about it yet though, but that was cool.
Did he stop him with a crippling crossface or something cool like that, or how do you do it?
He called the cops. He called the cops.
Dialed 911.
He snitched on them. That's his wrestling gimmick now. No, he just overheard them talking about it, and he just snitched on them, and that's how they stopped it. They said they had a bunch of they had a list of people that they were gonna go and shoot. Just scratch them off the list. You just made the list. One of those kind of.
You think those list of people deserved it? You think they're like the bullies we used to see on the Lifetime movies or whatever the fuck, where like people throw people in trash cans or something?
Well, was
Did that
Nia
ever
Jackson
happen?
on the list?
Yeah, hopefully. Did anybody ever see in high school? Did you ever see somebody get thrown in a garbage can or get like put in the locker? You know what I mean? Like that never happened.
Yeah.
Really?
Dude.
Yes.
Here's a funny story. Baseball team, but it was to each other. It was the jocks on themselves. It was like a black on black crime, but with the jocks. One stood up over the fence to cheer on his buddy who was like doing well in the baseball game or whatever, and another baseball player put a bat like standing up vertical right where the dude's butt was going to come down, and the dude Dallas came down right in his butthole. The bat went straight up his ass. It went like and not just a little bit, like apparently it went in like 1.5 inches. And the dude,
he lost his ass virginity.
People when they walked by him would go like this, making cupping noises, because it replicated the sound of a fart coming out of his engaped asshole.
Oh, so the bullies in your school were just like homosexual. That's what I always got from like any of those movies where it's like people like the way they bully each other is like, I'm gonna wedgie you or something. It's just like it always seems like very like I want to rape you. Let's.
I've seen.
Yo,
I've seen people get stuffed in lockers.
What's going on, man?
Oh no, not
Oh
another
my
retard.
I've
seen another.
I'm out at a bar right now. I just wanted to say you all rock. Keep it up, man.
Special needs bar. I love you.
He did sound like he sounded like he was fucking wasted.
Dan Kennedy is awesome. He's completely drunk. He's a little bit more retarded than he is usually. But I just want to apologize to two people who I had a lot to say about over the past weekend. I said a lot of nasty things that I really regret. And I want to take the time to apologize to Lightning and Eric. It's just, I mean, listen, I didn't know that Lightning was just straight up autistic. And when he said that, I actually felt really bad.
Oh yeah, I told you I was like he's autistic, and I think it's a girl, and you were like, oh no,
it's a girl. I don't think it's a girl.
I thought it was.
Listen, Lightning, Eric, I'm so sorry. We just mess around with you, but I want you guys to know that like you guys actually do seem like really nice people. So like I feel bad when we're joking on you because I want you guys to know that that's just how we joke with people with each other on the show. That's how I joke with Nerdy. That's how he jokes with me. That's how Mustafa. So I know like sometimes when Eric calls in now, he's like hanging up when we turn it when we joke with him. Like we're not angry at you. We don't hate you or anything, but I mean, fuck it. We're gonna make fun of you.
It's funny as hell. No, dude, Eric hanging up is funny as hell now. I think it's a good shtick. I like it. Whatever. But we love you, Eric and Lightning.
Damn, I must.
Can we suck your penis?
Shit.
Do you think sex with them is immoral? Because they like maybe they're not into it.
Their mother's probably paying for them to have sex. So what does it matter?
Who's on the call?
Already immoral already.
There's like 20 people on the call. It's funny. Like these Raw reviews were only supposed to be like an hour and a half long, but we're kind of already at 1 o'clock. I can't believe it. Becky looked like a fucking dude. Becky awesome tonight. I loved it. I loved the hat and shit. Kind of looked like Eric, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, dude. I thought it was me out there for a second. I just needed some red hair. We both have this like our cheeks go inward like Jewish Holocaust survivors a little bit, but I think she plays it off a lot better than I do.
And Leah
lemonade out of nowhere. I wonder if she got that lemonade from like somebody in the audience because they didn't really show it.
I thought she was gonna throw it in Nia's face. I thought that's why
Me
they gave
too.
her
I
it.
thought so too.
Yeah, and then Rhea came out and Rhea just looked amazing. So
her
awesome.
butt.
Dude, her butt was awesome. She was wearing like a fucking bra, basically.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see her fucking her and Becky need
Dude,
to have
Liv Morgan looked fucking damn good.
if
Sorry.
if there's a bra and panties match at WrestleMania, I mean the ratings will go up. It's best for business.
Yeah, and you know
It'll be
what?
between our truth and somebody else.
Yeah,
Dude,
no,
our
they, yeah,
truth could come out.
whole thing they
Yeah.
got rid of bra and panties matches, but they're allowed to have in the PG era. They were allowed to have a tuxedo match between fucking it was like Ricardo Rodriguez,
Fandango.
fucking Santino.
Yeah.
So embarrassing for everybody involved. But we're not allowed to have bra and panties matches when the majority of people who watch the fucking show are fucking men who like to watch women. I mean, come on, dude. It's BS. You know what? You ever watch the WWE Figures YouTube channel? If you look at the shorts, that shit is just straight up fucking porn. Like Zelina Vega, she's posing all the time on that little channel, and all she does is like pose like she's in a porno. Like her tits are constantly on the screen. She's like shoving her ass in the screen. I mean,
That's how she is.
I mean,
she
just
always is.
off all of your clothes already. I mean, stop teasing us.
Yeah, she let Vince shit on her head or whatever. She shit on Vince's head a couple times at least.
Vince's shit is probably like the same size as her.
Oh, I know. She's tiny. It's like shitting next to an action figure. It's actual size.
Janelle Banks says Becky looked like a redheaded version of Eleven's boyfriend on Stranger Things, which I guess is yeah, Finn Wolfhard. Yeah, yeah, I can kind of see it now that I look at it.
Finn Wolfhard.
I like how Finn Wolfhard is just in every 80 related movie ever. Like if it's a nostalgia related movie, he's in it. Even if he has nothing going on in the movie, like he has nothing to do, he's just there because it's like, oh, we gotta have the Stranger Things kid in there.
He could grow up to be the ugliest guy in the world, but he's still gonna make top 10 sexiest men alive in all those magazines and stuff because women are just they've infantilized him since Stranger Things.
This guy's gonna be ugly. He's gonna get top 10. I fucking worked for it. I mean, I'm obviously a stud, and they're not gonna put.
Yeah. Have you seen his hair and have you seen mine? I deserve at least top 9, and he's over there top 5.
I remember there was really creepy when he was like 14 or 15 years old. Some lady on Twitter who is like 26, 27. She's like an Instagram model. Oh yeah, not on Twitter, on Instagram. She's like an Instagram model, and she messaged him being basically like on Instagram being like when you turn 18, hit me up, cutie, or something like that. Everybody was just, he's fucking 15, you psycho. What are you doing? You're 27 years old. It was so creepy. But then like everybody was like, I feel so sorry for Finn that he had to go through something. Like, you think he gave a shit? You know what he was probably like? Like, oh shit, this hot bitch wants to fuck me. Who doesn't?
Yeah, and Drake's over here like, oh, hit me up when you turn 18, 11. The girl from Stranger Things. It's like, ugh, Drake.
He's a fucking snack, Millie Bobby Brown. And you know what? I'm able to say that and not feel bad because she's only like a year younger than me. So, and
dude, I was lucky enough to say that about Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen because she was a little bit older than me. So I got to watch her, oh, she's hot in Full House and
You
whatever.
remember they had a countdown for them turning 18 online?
Stranger Things. They dressed 11 like, yeah, these ladies are gonna be everybody's fucking childhood fucking crush. So you know what? They sex appeal in Hollywood. It's disgusting, but it worked.
She was bald. I didn't get it. The Millie Bobby Brown. I was like, okay, so you like little boys, is what you're saying when you
gave her hair here, and also she is really pretty in real life. Like,
yeah, she grew up. You're right. You're right.
Nice body, but I always thought Max was like, I had a bigger crush on her when I was watching it.
True.
And I'm a fucking loser. That show was kind of like right around like my early teenage years or something like that when it came out, 2016. How old was I? Like 14 or something like that. Damn, bro. So much fucking time.
Yeah, you're fucking old now, dude. You're an old man.
You're an old grumpy man.
Well, so Raw was pretty cool. I don't know if they're keeping up the momentum that they set on the fucking whatever show, the Super Bowl weekend show they had. They're not keeping it up, but I'm looking forward to SmackDown. I don't know about you. What do you guys think?
Yeah, SmackDown seems like it's gonna be fun. You got Rock, you got Roman coming out. What they're gonna do is probably just add another fucking stupid stipulation to everything. You think they're gonna be out there with their family? Who was saying that? Who was saying that? Was that Mustafa earlier?
Yeah, he'd go out there with his mom or some shit.
I was like,
but
just do a match already. Yeah, just do a match. Fuck it. But it seems like Rock will be at ringside. Seth will be at ringside. I guess that's okay. I don't know. That's gonna be weird. But anyways, SmackDown they'll clarify shit more.
I don't know what I don't know what they could have done to make it a little bit less, just by the numbers. I guess I don't know. I would have opened it up with the Cody thing and maybe had I don't know. It's this qualifying stuff is going on right now. There's matches that need to happen to get to Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber, like they really should announce the tag match to be for Elimination Chamber because otherwise, what's the fucking point of watching this pay-per-view? We all pretty much know Drew is gonna win. We all pretty much know Rhea's gonna win and Becky's gonna win. So I really, and even if they don't win, I mean, it's like I wouldn't want to see Nia win the title. I wouldn't want to see anybody besides Becky or Drew win the Chambers. So it's like I'm not that invested. If they announced that tag match, that would do a really good do really good for the Elimination Chamber because at least we're having something to build towards. And also, if they did have the tag match in Elimination Chamber, you can have it end in a screwy finish and not piss people off because, it's not the main event of WrestleMania, so, of course it's not going to end in fucking screwy finish there. But this way you can protect everybody in the match and then build stuff later at WrestleMania. Maybe we could really see the fucking Seth versus Rock match at Mania. I don't know. I don't know what they're planning. Maybe they'll do what I said and Rock inserts himself into the chamber. I think that at the end of the day, Cody is going title at WrestleMania, or should, and either they'll do the turn on Roman, only a short time after Mania, or maybe they'll fucking build it up and have the Rock and Roman kind of tag through most of the year until SummerSlam. And then that's when The Rock finally turns on Roman, because maybe Roman gets his rematch at SummerSlam with Cody, and Roman fails again, and then that's when The Rock just gets fed up with him. Who knows? Who knows what they're planning?
You think it'll end at SummerSlam? I think it'll go on till Mania, and then they'll be tagging, and then
if they did it at
SummerSlam, tag and then they turn each other on SummerSlam or WrestleMania later on.
Roman Slam, you have less time to wait till Mania, which is better because it's like I don't think people really want to wait a year to get a conclusion to this. But I don't know. I don't know.
So after the press conference, one thing I said that was so great about the press conference is it felt like a lot of storyline progressed in a short amount of time, something we hadn't seen with Raw or SmackDown in a long time. And something I said specifically was like, first thing Seth cuts a promo, then Cody comes out that same press conference. Then Roman comes out, then The Rock, then Cody. That would have been split up into 4 different weeks. That sucks. It's sick that the press conference all put it in one episode. And now we're seeing them go back to that where Cody's cutting a promo, and for 1 week of storyline, all we get is Seth comes out and said, we should team up. That's no
Right.
storyline progression. We didn't get shit
It's
tonight.
these little
What did we get?
vague tease things that they're doing, and it's
Right.
we don't
And
know.
it's so formulaic of the past, like, what, 2 or 3 Raws of just Cody comes out, is ready to cut a promo. Rollins interrupts him. I mean, like, Rollins is supposed to be on his side and is just being an annoying asshole. Like, if I was Cody, I'd be like, get the fuck off my coattails, man. I mean, just leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm sick of this shit. Everywhere I go,
Shit
you're
bum.
around the corner.
If Dork bought a new ring, he have no fuck trophies.
Oh my god. Dork bought a Nuva ring. Is that the thing that goes in the girl that prevents her from getting pregnant?
Yeah.
Because that's what Leah has. I don't know if it's the Nuva ring, but it's something. It's got to be like 500 loads now. 500 loads and no prego. So
Yeah, it's
I got to find out the name of this from Leah because we've got to promote it because it's so good.
I've been
Like,
going to
you will not
wrestling
have
shows
kids.
for over 30 years.
Oh, shit.
Never in all that time have I ever felt until last Sunday that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Jay Menace is attractive for a black man. LOL Joe, I got your back, brother, for 450.
Hell yeah, baby. Let's go. Seabass the Beast in Joe's corner. I like this. He's been a beast all week.
Yeah. Joe wins the title. He does nothing with it. I win the title without having the belt. I fucking elevated it to new heights that it hasn't been in forever. But, let's give Joe the championship. Why? So he can put it on his wall and never do anything with it? Come on, bro. Come on.
Just hope I don't win
more
that.
than handsome. He's beautiful.
Chat party.
Still no explanation by Cody on why he gave up his spot. Still makes Cody look like he threw a hissy fit. I hope it's LA Knight versus Rollins, not Drew.
I think we're going to get over it eventually, but like it's still kind of like it was so important what he sort of said when he said that and befuddling that it was like, what? That
I don't think it seemed like he threw a hissy fit. Like, I don't understand that.
I don't know
but
that part of it. Yeah, that was weird.
Just don't think it makes sense why
Super chat party.
P.S. I love Luke Rojas. He buried Infamous Bob.
Oh, infamous Bob. Randy Viper, thanks for the $2. Yeah, what did you call him again? He called him
Simple.
Called him
Simple B.
I was thinking about that today.
That was amazing. I'm sorry, bro. I mean, that guy's a pro wrestler, and he got destroyed by a retard.
Say a retard.
By a retard. I mean, Famous B cuts promos supposedly, but what Luke Rojas did was, I mean, that was savage, bro. That was weird. I mean, no wonder Mustafa had to jump in.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. But everybody's like, "Oh, you're disrespecting him because he got better." I'm like, it's not that we're disrespecting him. It's we're cutting promos on each other. And if you're gonna fucking step up to the champion of the show, and your only comeback is, "Well, if I ever met you, I'd kick your ass," then you lost the fucking fight. We're roasting each other. It's a roast battle, and you got roasted so much that your only response is, "Well, if I ever saw you, I'd beat you up." And then everybody was like, "Oh, Luke threatened him." No, I only threatened him after he threatened me. If you're gonna take it to a fucking level where you're gonna give me physical threats and of violence that you come and hurt me, then
You all have decided
God.
to take your hard-earned money.
What's this?
And to fund my show.
Huge
to
boner.
fund what I do. To fund what I believe in. To fund
Huge boner
my
dropping $30.
Godly ass. JCS Army. Donate to me.
The man that's dropped over 3,000 this week. The legend.
Acknowledge me.
Huge boner 69. Andrew. Oh my goodness. Look at those white teeth on Roman. They're fake.
I really got nothing cool to say. Simple B did get destroyed too.
Oh, Simple B. He's a Simple B. Imagine that.
I think it should go said. It should be said that Famous B doesn't have any ammo on Luke because he doesn't know anything about Luke.
That's true.
So it's hard for him. I tried to give him ammo. I will say this. I gave famous be some ammo. I called him fat. I said Luke's a virgin. I gave him the stuff, but couldn't use it, I guess.
Well, I don't think
Joker
he thinks that fast.
Such a delusional
The
person.
Joker does make a good promo. Like, well, being racist doesn't make it a promo. That's true.
First of all, being racist. I mean, Joe said plenty of racist things too. Do you get on him and Joker? No, because you're a fucking fake. Hey, nice Jared Leto Joker fucking profile pic. You fucking homo faggot. Seriously,
Oh, come
go
on.
kill.
There it is.
You really should not have kids or anything or like any type of person in your life who loves you, because if you think having a profile pic of the absolute worst cinematic Joker is acceptable, and then you think you're gonna go trash the monetize this champion, I mean, you're just a fucking retard, bro.
Dude, but
Seriously, bro.
Mark Hamill?
That's probably
What if that's
probably
Mark Hamill?
Drep again. He's trolling again.
Watch the show. Fucking famous be lost. Get over it. I hurt your feelings. Whatever. I don't give a shit. I hurt his feelings. Whatever. I don't give a shit. At least I wasn't being like, I'm gonna come find you and I'm gonna hurt you because you said things that I don't like. Yeah, go fucking grow a pair of fucking balls and get on a show and fucking learn how to fucking have a fucking roast battle. Learn how to fucking have comebacks that are funny, or get fucked. That's all I'm gonna say. I love the show and I love fucking fuck you, Joker, cunt.
All right.
Angry at the
well, Joker, you act like a man-child. I think everyone here is a man-child. We're all wrestling fans. We watch grown men wrestle in tights. I think we're all man-childs, Joker.
Yeah.
It's not really an insult
Well,
to Luke.
some of us are not man-child. Some of us are just childs. I don't know what.
Listen here, child.
You really are so stupid that you just went childs.
I know.
Child.
Oh, some of us have a GED.
What's the plural of man-child? Man-children?
Yeah, some of us are man-children. Yes, that would be right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, you're right.
You're right. Now you're talking black. That's weird.
Anyway, are we gonna end the show soon?
Yeah, we gotta end the show. I gotta get out of here, I guess. I stayed on late because again, I didn't work today. I have a sciatica problem. It really actually. Yeah, it's killing.
Look up how to fucking stretch it out,
bro. I was stretching all day, but it's still hurting me, and the only thing that stops it kind of is ibuprofen. So I'm hoping. I don't know, bro. I'm kind of worried. I woke up in crazy pain. But anyway, my work was canceled tomorrow because of the snowstorm. So there's no work tomorrow for me.
Is it cold? Is that why it's acting up?
I don't think. No, I don't know, bro. It was warm in my room, and I woke up and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with my leg? And this is hurting me, and ow, and I looked it up and was like, okay, sciatica. It seems like that's what all the things basically.
Goes all the way to your back butt cheek.
Yeah, I want to keep squeezing my ass cheek. It's weird, and it goes all the way down my leg, and I can barely walk. I'm like limping around, and then I ran through the pain. I ran around my circles in my living room today, trying to break it through, but I don't know, bro.
Dude, so this is gonna be a weird thing. If you lay down on your back on your bed, have Leah stand by your feet and see if your feet are lined up, or if one side of your feet is like an inch or two longer, and that usually your your legs are like different lengths right now, and that's why your sciatica, because there's like muscles pushing up against that.
See, yeah, I wish I had the teeter hang up. I want to hang upside down and try to stretch it all out the right way again.
Right.
You just
you were
look up a video on how to stretch it out.
Yeah, show me a video on how to stretch it out, baby. Stretch out my asshole.
I'll stretch you out.
I'll send you a video, babe.
Good thing we did well on the show last week, because I'm going to miss 3 days of work because there's going to be I'm out today. There's going to be a snowstorm. They cancel work, so I'm not going to drive anywhere. I'm just staying home. So 3 days off. I'll be on tomorrow at some point, afternoon probably, and then at night, and then maybe Wednesday too. So, I'll be on a lot because I got nothing else to do. Is a snowstorm, and now I don't know how I'm going to shovel. I'm definitely going to have to make the 14-year-old get out there. I'm like, bro, you're going outside. Good luck. I can barely shovel.
Good for you. Good for you, man.
Get out there.
Someday you deserve it. I mean, you don't deserve the sciatica, but still. Yeah, I mean, it's been it's already, the week is starting off kind of annoying. I mean, got snow tomorrow. I mean, you're hurting. My bank account's hurting because my fucking PlayStation thing just charged me fucking $20 bullshit.
Remember
I don't
when
even
you remember
fucking-
when you paid $500 or whatever for a PlayStation?
Yeah, I know. I'm stupid, but I fucking PlayStation Network charged me. The only reason why I have this fucking thing is so I can play GTA 6 when it comes out. And now I'm getting charged every month for something that I barely fucking use. It's annoying.
Cancel it.
I'm a cunt.
Yeah.
What can I say? I'm just an asshole.
Cancel that shit.
Do,
I mean,
do you use it for Netflix or
Great.
anything else? Literally,
so when
or-
yeah.
Shit bum.
Oh.
cancel that
Great
shit.
show from the JCS crew. Thanks.
Haystacks Monet with the $5. Haystacks, thank you, man. That sounds like a drug name or something.
I use it for streaming stuff, like it's the living room streaming thing.
Yeah.
Was
Like
he-
for
dude, Haystack?
I'm gonna troll your
GTA5.
stream.
Would that be a sick wrestling name? I feel like You get a
Haystacks
big
Monet?
dude, or like maybe just Haystacks. as his
Haystacks
first
is good,
name,
yeah.
and-
Here comes Haystacks.
And he's got overalls. He looks like Luke Rojas a little bit, but a little bit more in
Right.
shape and can run around the ring.
Yeah, he's looks like Haystacks because his name is Haystacks. That's like Jim the Anvil Neihart, brings an anvil to the ring with him.
His last name's Jackson, like Haystack.
Yeah, that's a good one. Haystacks Jackson. That's a great name. Good job, Rojas. See? He should be working for somebody.
Yeah.
But he's working here,
He's
so
some work.
I can't wait to pay Rojas. It's going to go right to a fucking PlayStation bill. Great. That's great. Here's some money. Oh, it went to the PlayStation bill.
You can wait to pay me because you were like, yo, fucking Sunday, don't worry, I got you covered. And I'm
Nope.
still gotta make.
Hey, you
I
gotta
still gotta
wait.
make.
You gotta wait for it to clear, because I'll tell you what, bro. Hey, I remember. You know what reminds me of is that time that guy. Remember that? Who was that guy that was in the chat? He was like, "I'm gonna donate this," blah, and he was like, "Just do this," and then he never did, and then he kept saying it and coming in, and I was like, "All right, ban this guy," because he was like saying it for like 4 hours, and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I mean, like when Allison does it, we know she's just lost. She's gonna find.
Well,
it
and that's a
eventually.
funny troll. Like the first time,
That
I
is
feel like
funny.
that's a good troll.
Yes.
It's funny at first.
I agree. Like I'm
but
gonna,
for
you know what I'm gonna do, Joe? I'm gonna do, and then like that's all he says ever. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it gets old.
I really
Gets
gotta
old.
stop donating that one.
That's funny. I really gotta stop donating. Is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like that is funny. Like, and he set it up early on too. Like he really made us buy into that. That's a great one.
Yeah.
The great one. By the way, we haven't seen Joker around here in forever. He must really hate you, Rojas. He never comes
He hates
around.
you guys.
He's
the
he's
joke-
an old school troll person, and he hasn't been around. But Drep's back too, so that makes me think Drep is still trolling. Don't you
Let's
think?
see here.
Joker is the troller.
Yeah, that guy's been trolling for years. I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong.
So, SmackDown is in Montreal.
Ugh.
It looks like this week.
Are they going to celebrate
it-
Maurice being cancer free or something?
Maybe.
That's awful.
it-
Like the hottest chick ever. Like
Dude,
the
I can't
Miz.
believe that she got like breast cancer or something.
No, ovarian, like this pre-cancer ovarian cancer that
cancer?
Pussy cancer,
she
dude.
got this pre-cancer cells in her ovaries. This is where we're at right now when you're a rich person like Maurice, by the way. Oh, like she's rich, so she has plenty of scans and things like that. And she got scanned and she had pre-cancer. And so, but the pre-cancer, if it turns into cancer, kills you in like less than a year. Like very quickly kills you, even faster than that. So they found the pre-cancer cells. So they're like, okay. And now, how many people have those pre-cancer cells that it actually turns into cancer? I think it's like 70%.
Everybody.
Right, but those once you show up with those pre-cancer cells, there's a 70% chance you get that cancer in the next 10 years. And so she found the pre-cancer cells, so they took out her uterus. So now she won't get that cancer, and she basically got her life saved because within the next 10 years she would have probably gotten that cancer and died. So
So she basically has HPV. So go to your doctors, people.
right, and everybody has HPV and
no, you're taking away my pussy.
right. But no, he's just taking away the baby maker. So Miz is never going to get a boy. So Miz is going to have to start hooking up with those backstage hotties to get a boy. You know?
Gonna be.
The Miz save some eggs. Oh no, her eggs are dead.
Make me some eggs, baby. But yeah, so
After her recovery, the Miz gives Maurice a skull crushing finale.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Look what happened to Ric Flair's boy. Maybe having a boy isn't the best thing in the
Yeah, wrestlers don't do well with boys. They take them out. They have problems. They get taken out. I mean, but the women do great though.
They die.
But who is the
exactly?
The skull crushing finale is just a great finisher name. I mean, that's just I love that.
For like a fairly basic trip move to someone's head, it's like that is the best name because the name is so cool that the little minor leg sweep that it is or whatever, it makes it way better. Like Hogan, he needed that, like the leg drop, like finishing move leg drop. You know what I mean?
He says that he hated it.
Well,
he said he wished he did something else. Like he didn't need to take
what would he have done though? I mean, the jackhammer or something, but he was always facing giants, so he couldn't do that. So I think the leg drop is just fine, you know, for him because the big boot sets up.
He got shorter and shorter. Like,
what if Hulk could have done the super kick? That would have looked pretty crazy.
Who has the best finisher, Nick? Who has
The
like
Hulk
one of the best?
did have some Japanese wrestling tapes that looked pretty athletic.
He looks really good.
He did a sleeper. He said he wished he did a sleeper because you don't get to take a bump there, and he really hated doing the leg drop.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Scissor me, Joe!
Joe, I'm going to lay off the donations.
Okay.
Garguts, I couldn't get into your Discord because my phone couldn't be verified for some gay-ass reasons, but I really have to stop donating.
That's right, Seabass. You really got to stop donating. You got to stop donating, bro.
To the point where we stopped finding the catchphrase cute and funny and just annoying.
Well,
There's no time for
I'm
that,
not there
dude.
yet, but we're getting on the $23 donos over the night. I mean, I could see that, but it's a pretty good. Now would be funny when he drops a bomb. Like the next time, if he ever drops a bomb on like say monetizes 450, he drops like $200 or like $500 or $1,000, and he says, "I really got to stop donating." That'll be really funny. Because now he's donated a bomb and said that, and that's funny again. But he said it a lot on these $3 ones, so I know what you're saying. I get it.
He said 450 because we know that he definitely doesn't have the guts to donate a huge bomb tonight. I mean that's what I'm going to put it out there right there. D. Welsh did it. I mean,
I can't believe D. Welsh is up. I thought D. Welsh would be out trying to follow the Capitals bus to sniff their dicks. Because, like, he's been all about the fucking Capitals. Oh, the Capitals, like, you know, they're not going to win shit, you know? Ovechkin, he's too old. And Washington's a shithole of a place. I'm talking about the city, or whatever it's called. What do you call Washington? Isn't it like it's a weird area because it's the government or whatever?
The District of
The
Columbia.
District of Columbia. What the fuck does that mean?
Sounds like some sort of communist name or something.
It's very strange. All it means to me is that there's some
White House in the hood.
Yeah, it's exactly right. The White House in the hood. All DC reminds me of is a black guy outside selling Folkleys for like $10.
Dude, I used to think it was so cool too, and I went and I visited it and I was like 11, and I was like, this is not Kansas anymore. Where the fuck am I? You know, I've never seen so many black people outside of the gas station.
Yeah, dude, I was like, were they trying to sell crack to you at a gas station?
We stopped at a gas station. That was a mistake. With probably the only white people in the nearest 5 miles, maybe.
You know what? You want to hear something weird that I'm kind of like hoping for? You know how this is off topic politics type of stuff, but I just want to say it. I think it's funny because listen, I'm a very lefty type of person, sort of. So I'm still fairly liberal. I'm like some kind of like middle of the road independent type of guy, right? But so I told my wife, I said, because Leah's like, you can't get a gun, you can't get a gun, you can't have it in the house. So, and I think I said this on stream before, but like, there's a sick part of me that's like, I'm hoping for something bad to happen. Like I'm hoping for I want us to all be tied up, you know what I mean? And then just like, oh my, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God! What? Oh my God. Oh my God. D. Welsh has been eclipsed by huge boner.
$101.
Audio Jungle.
Fuck it.
Imagine how that statement's gonna work out in the court.
Huge Boner 69 dropping the $101 and booting D. Welsh out of the top spot at 1:36 in the morning at the end of a Raw review. That's crazy. And I think Luke Rojas baited him. It was amazing.
Why
Yeah, this is Andrew. This is not this is Huge Boner.
A Huge
Seabass
Boner
was
Andrew,
baited
yeah.
By Luke.
Oh, did I say Seabass? Yeah, this is Huge Boner 69 Andrew. Huge Boner knocks D. Welsh off the top. How about that, D. Welsh? That's like the Capitals when you're sniffing the jock straps. They did beat the Bruins though. That was impressive. I will say that. What's their record, Welsh? What's the Capitals' record in the chat? Let me know. I haven't been following other teams in hockey this year. I've only really sort of paid attention to the Bruins, which is unlike me, but just been busy. So, yeah, let me know what their record is. I think they're doing all right, like pretty good, but Huge Boner 69 with the 101. Get fucked.
If anybody in Montreal has a sign at SmackDown that says Nerdy for Champion, I will shave my head. And I will win the monetization.
If anybody brings a sign that says "Nerdy for Prison," I will send you $100. So
that would be
nerdy sign with like a custom text message that Nerdy sent to some girl, and it's just an embarrassing fan. I would love to see it. Just is your hair real?
Do you know how many people are creating fake Tinders with their pictures in Nerdy's in area right now just to fucking ruin his life? Do you know how many listeners they're like Tiffany in Arizona, and they're like, yeah, would you let me peg you and shit? And then he's like, oh yeah, and then they take the screenshots and bring them to the show.
Dude, hey.
You know, it'd be funny if those fake accounts did better at flirting than he did.
They are, dude. I'm telling you, man.
Nerdy would literally be he'd be talking to a black girl. He'd be like, "Is that a spray-on tan?"
I will say, are you tacos? Do you like tacos? Is not a good opener for women that I think are Hispanic.
Yeah,
because I think it usually just I never get a response.
Yeah, you should have went with "Are you a taco?" That's what you should have said.
Can I eat your taco? Something even remotely clever.
Taco empanada.
But when I visited Garguts in Texas, I matched with some girls, and none of them, the taco line did not work at all over there.
I can imagine.
I was telling you, I told you, half those girls are fake, dude.
Yeah, probably more than half.
Yeah, so you weren't gonna hook up with anything but a guy.
They all have like Adam's apples too. What were you gonna say, Luke?
Oh wait, look at it. Here it is. I found
Can't wait for my fucking Christmas tree.
Oh my god.
Overbearingly loud.
Can't wait for my fucking Christmas tree.
Is that why there was fireworks in the room with your bed?
You never know, bro. You never know what she's gonna do.
Oh yeah, horny guys, dildo asses.
Joe, Leah's pussy needs a cleaning out.
That is so weird.
No, keep going.
Ugh.
No, keep going.
Yeah.
You just like jerk off to these.
No, what I hear in real life is way better. I'll tell you that. Because one time she was like, get the camera out, and I was like, what? What do you want to do?
Yeah, you told us 100 fucking times. If you know what, at this point, we get it. You want your fan base to come to your wife.
I want to fuck.
No,
I want to fuck. I want to fuck.
I want to know how much you. I want you to know how much I love her, like that. That's what I'm saying. That's all.
Nobody.
That's all. Well, you brought, someone. I didn't bring it up.
I showed my mom the thumbnail.
Oh yeah, I guess I did.
You brought it up.
I showed my mom the thumbnail, and I was like, "Look, Mom, I'm finally on the thumbnail." And she goes, "Who's that pretty chick there?" And I was like, "Oh, that's Joe's wife." And she goes, "No way." And I said, "Yep." You got some casual shade from my mom.
That's funny.
But she said, "That's cool. Good for him. Nice. Hell yeah.
Good for him. He looks like
I
a
just refer-
fat Muppet, and he's with that girl.
I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny that Joe has to beg her to come on the show, and then like she gets on the show, you can clearly tell she just does not want to be there. Because like every time everything we went to her for, she was just like, no.
Yeah, but you know what? A couple weeks ago, when she showed her breasts and the title and everything, she wanted to come on the show. She was like, "I'm coming on," and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "I'm coming on the show." So she like wanted to come on, and then she was crazy on the show for hours. But like, yeah, when she doesn't want to come on, yeah, no surprise when she doesn't want to come on. She doesn't. And by the way, that's just her. Like her being like that, that's what she's like when she doesn't drink. She's just like, "Yup, oh yeah." That's how she like is. Like legit, like.
Yeah.
Like when I first met her, I'd every once in a while I'd be like, "What's wrong?" or like, "Did I do something?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I eventually realized, like, bro, if like what's her Wednesday or whatever in the Addams Family, like she's like that. Like,
yeah.
But then she comes. Sometimes she gets a little excited. Sometimes, like, and she's like, "Hey, you know what I saw?" Like, and so when she really wants to talk, she does get more animated, and certainly when she drinks, she gets very animated. And actually, she's dude. I gotta tell you something. She is really funny. If you go back and you listen to all the shows and listen to her, she makes these one-liners or these one little things that are so funny. And when sometimes I'm walking upstairs and she's listening to the show, but she's not on it. So sometimes she listens to the show, but she's not on it. And she'll be like, "What's his face said this?" And all I could think was, and then she says something wicked funny, and I start dying, and I'm like, "Oh my God, why aren't you on the show to say that? What the fuck?" And she goes, "You can use that." And I can't, there's been multiple times where she'll text me or say something and go, you can use that. Because
she's like your Sal the
yeah,
salesman or whatever.
And I'm like, how the hell do you this funny? Like she says things that are really funny. I can't even think of one example, but there's been a million times where it's happened. And if I had her on right now to ask her this, she would tell you like, "Oh yeah, there's been a million things." And she's dead dry. She delivers it so just savage and dry, and it's funnier that way. So, but
curious to because she's your wife. Also, I'm just joking.
It's funny. Like, I'm telling you, people laughed at her plenty of times, but it's not just that. I'm impressed because I wouldn't think she could do that because of how introverted she is. So I'm surprised when she says things like that. I'm like, what the fuck? How are you this funny?
Asshole?
I just do think it's funny though that like while you're explaining, like, no, she's actually just like that, and you're like coming up with this explanation for her, Nerdy just goes, "Okay, so she's a bitch." So she's
no. I was thinking like the first that's a dead on. It reminds me exactly of Leah what Joe was saying. My ex was just like that, where the first thing she came out and said, I had the show on, she goes, "Is that JB, the guy you do the sports show?" I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Where's his chin?" And just like deadpan, like was dead serious. Exactly. And Leah's the same way, where she's just like serious, but also like, "Fuck you, I don't give a shit" kind of thing.
Well, shout out to Huge Boner, who went above and beyond to knock D. Welsh off the top spot. Huge Boner, bringing the huge bomb. Thank you, man.
Boner bomb.
Is there anything else that we want to really say tonight? Is there any news I missed? I'm going to go lay down and suffer with my sciatica pain and die. What, Garguts?
I did tell you about the Brian Pillman thing. I guess you didn't hear about that one.
Oh, yeah, we talked about it last night or whatever, right? Like somebody saved somebody or a school shooting thing?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Well, what is it? Because I think I said it wrong the other night.
He just overheard one of his friends talking about a school shooting, and he snitched on them and prevented them having. But they had like a manifesto and like a list of people they were going to shoot.
Oh my God!
Already, yeah. So Brian Pillman.
His what now? Who is this relation to Brian Pillman again?
So it says his grandson. That's what it says. So it would be.
Wait a minute.
Lexus King's nephew.
Oh, I thought you were saying Brian Pillman Jr.'s grandson. I'm like, what kind of fucked up family is this?
Right? He's already got a grandson.
Jesus Christ! I was like, what are you saying? Like, what the hell? Okay, so like the nephew of Brian Pillman Jr., Lexus King.
Yeah, Lexus King's nephew. So I'm guessing it's his uncle's Kid, I don't know.
All right.
This
Or
web.
something. I don't know.
Web,
That already sounds fucked up. Like it's only one lineage, but I guess there's like a stepson. I don't fucking know.
breaking
It's
news.
grandson.
WTF Triple H. WWE Universe demands answers following 35-year-old's loss on Raw. WTF. Thinking, who is that 35-year-old? Well, they're referencing Bronson Reed losing. This is Sportskeeda reported. Is anybody saying WTF Triple H? Are any of you guys thinking that?
I mean, I can say that Triple H. These Raws are WTF. You know,
Fair
I don't
enough.
think they're very good. So
But not specifically in reference to Bobby Lashley beating Bronson Reed or anything.
No, I mean, I don't like it either because I'm done with Bobby Lashley. I'll never care about him again, ever. I won't care about Bobby Lashley ever again. So Bronson Reed should be beating Bobby Lashley. Now, if this is to set up a match between the two and then Bronson's going to win at a pay-per-view, fine, okay, whatever. But, yeah, I absolutely don't want to see Bronson Reed lose. I want to see Bronson Reed versus the Viking Raider Ivar in this big match at WrestleMania with these two big behemoths. And first man to get pinned or knocked out of the ring loses the match. So I think that'd be really fun.
I like Bobby Lashley. I like him with the Street Profits. It's just they do nothing with them. I mean,
the Street Profits have now turned into Private Party with Matt Hardy. That's what they're doing now in WWE with these people.
Yeah, they put him in this.
They far off though.
Faction, and you're like, oh shit, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? And it's like, I don't even know how long they've been in this group. First of all, I still don't have a name. For a while, the name was gonna be. They were thinking of going with the Pride, like a Pride of Lions or something like that. But I guess
that's racist.
I guess. Yeah, how is it racist?
I don't know. The Lion King, Africa. I don't know.
Yeah. It'd be more
everything's racist now,
Pride.
isn't it?
But Bob Ashley's the one who wanted to go with the name.
Why don't they just call them pack of criminals? Just call them pack of criminals.
Race. I mean, the other one could be the Almighty.
What was it
the
that
street...
Hulk Hogan called him? Pack of what?
Party parole.
No, that was Mel Gibson that said that.
No, that.
Oh, you're right.
Gil.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gil Mibson. Is
I
that
love
what
when he
you were
screams
gonna say?
during
Luke?
it.
Gil Mibson.
I was gonna say that. He screams though, just randomly. He's like, "How dare you! How dare you!" The rage in his voice. Those clips are insane. There's like hours worth of them.
Yeah, his rage that he says, and he says the N word. He's like, "You're gonna get raped by a pack of," and it's like, whoa. I love it. He's got crazy rage. I mean, I can't tell you how many black guys told me they thought that was hilarious. I mean, like, but I'm like, really? Like, I don't like. All right, they love Mel Gibson still. That was weird. I think he was drunk. I know he was drunk and weird, but it's still like, I don't know, bro.
I think it's more of he was so. When you're so angry and you're like in a heated argument, and you're just thinking of anything to say to somebody, or like even if you're just throwing insults back and forth, you're just thinking of the nastiest thing you could say to somebody, and you just say it. Like that's with. And when I'm in an argument, I don't really hold back, whether it's a light argument or like not all the time, of course, but you know, if it gets heated to a certain point and it goes on for a certain amount of time,
he must have.
You just say whatever.
But there must be some kind of feelings there or a threat that he has, because I've been in arguments with plenty of people, arguments with Leah, and I never said like, oh, why don't you just go out and get raped by an N-word? Like that's weird. Like that is a weird go-to, to go to that is like, why would you go to that? So like, it sounds like you're self-conscious about black guys or something, or, it's just weird. It was weird. I like, whatever. It's like the Hogan thing. It's weird that in private you're saying that. Like I don't know, unless it's a joke. I don't know if I've ever said the N-word in private about anything.
Statistically, it's a lot more probable to get raped by a pack of Indians than it is a pack of black people too. So it would have been more accurate.
Pack of Indians. What the hell is a pack of Indians? Like in India? Are you talking about India?
Yeah, like
what is that?
Like
what is that like? Hold it down. Oh yes, get down, you fucking bitch. Watch this. Oh yes, get down. Get it from me. Get it. Like,
exactly, dude. Hashtag stop Asian hate. There was an Asian over there from like Korea who got felt up at one of those paint festivals. You know where they throw paint at each other,
They do that?
which looks dope. That's pretty sick. But the girl, they were like touching her boobs and shit. Pretty crazy.
All right.
Is
well,
your average ICP concert?
That's
you
got to
know?
be a website like in the dark web where I can watch a pack of Indian guys like KANE and take somebody, you know?
Yeah, exactly, dude.
And they stone
I
her.
think it's someone who knows about statistic nerdy. But anyway, it's been a great. I'm ready to get off the show.
Yeah.
My family are because they're yelling at me, being like, "You're too loud." So whatever. Yeah, I don't have a fucking acoustic foam basement like Joe does, where he's holding my belts hostage. But it doesn't matter because I'm getting my own fucking belt, and it's gonna be awesome. Sif Negan's a god, and I don't give a shit that I ruined the secret. Because Joe already kind of did it when he said, "Oh yeah, I shipped the belts to Luke, but I'm also not shipping the belt." It was, I mean, the fucking cat's out of the bag. Raw tonight, I think, was a 5.5 out of 10. Nothing special, nothing terrible. Good promo from Cody and Seth. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited for SmackDown to see what The Rock and Roman have to say. But I hope that's not all that's interesting. You know what I mean? Like, not just one segment that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't good enough. This Raw was worth watching the highlights. That if there's like a 10-minute highlight video somewhere, or I think WWE does do that. That's what you should be watching. I wouldn't watch this whole Raw. I'd watch those quick little promo parts and the finishes of certain matches that show the intensity stuff, and that was really all he needed. So, unfortunately,
And bring back Broken Dreams for Drew McIntyre. He fucking needs the song.
And I don't think that Roman and Rock are going to be one segment. I think it's going to be like a thing throughout the whole, like little segments here and there, and then they'll come out at the end.
Yeah, they'll show Rock later after the promo. They'll show Rock and Roman later
in the back.
sitting on the couch and watching TV from a sideways angle. And
I think they'll show them. I think they'll show them arriving. I think they'll show them in the back talking to someone. Then in the middle of the show,
talking to people,
and then they'll come out at the very end. So there'll be like 3 segments where you see them total.
They might open the show with them.
Maybe
you don't know.
That's true, but I bet they're gonna open with the like limo arriving and stuff like that.
Logan Paul is wrestling on SmackDown this week, so that's probably going to draw a big number as it is, and The Rock's going to be. SmackDown's probably going to get massive ratings this week.
Yeah, last week they did 2.5 million views on SmackDown, so yeah, get ready. And I don't know what Raw did last week. I never saw the number. I'm assuming it's pretty standard since no one talked about it. So I'm gonna.
SmackDown's highest rating, of like recent, I think, was when Jey Uso turned on Roman.
Oh, I can tell you what this one lies with. It's the highest rating in over a year. 2.5 million.
Damn.
SmackDown
Are you
last week.
sure? Because I think the Jey Uso turning on Roman thing, or one of those weeks around the
I think
time,
that's the one.
got
I don't know. I read earlier that like that's the highest segment rating since about a year ago.
That got something around like 3 million views, or not views, but you know what I mean, like 3 million for the rating. So, I mean, I don't know. You could be right.
I might be able to tell you in 1 second. I'm not seeing a lot of info on it for some weird reason this week, but looking at it now, trying to find it. SmackDown ratings. I don't know. Okay.
Hey Joe,
what?
How delicious did Rhea Ripley look tonight?
Yeah, I like her. I want to see her and Jade Cargill in a Smash film.
Oh.
Like, she looks good. Okay, here it is. The highest viewership for the product since August of last year. Second highest since December 2022. Highest viewership.
Really?
Yeah, highest viewership since August of last year. And the highest, second highest since December 2022. So, yeah, August 2023 was the last time. So, you're right.
Okay.
You're right. But second highest since December 2022. 2.5. So The Rock only got them 2,578,000 viewers. But I want to say it's one of the largest jumps in the rating since 3 or 4 years ago because I don't know what the rating was last week. Someone had to find it for me, but I'm pretty sure the rating was low, quite a bit lower. So big jump.
Yeah, I think it was only 2 million. Now they went up 500,000 people, and probably by the end of this week I think they'll probably get 3 million. If you're posting up, I'm fucking up all my words.
Okay, we fucked up everything. We fucked up everything. 2.4 last week, so it only gained 100,000 or so, just over 100,000. But still, it's trending upward. So we'll see what happens.
But now that The Rock and Roman are going to be there, and Logan Paul's having a match, so it's definitely going to draw bigger ratings. And if it doesn't, I'd be really surprised. But then again, they did do a bad job on capitalizing on the momentum like they always do because they're stupid when it comes to these things. I mean, I really don't understand why everything has to be drawn out at such a fucking snail's pace. That's something that Nerdy brought up. It's just like, we don't need to fucking do this formulaic shit. Like, do we have to have the same promo with Cody and Seth for 3 weeks in a row? Couldn't something new happen with them? Couldn't we get like some sort of backstage brawl, like, or anything that just like I like, or Joe's idea of the fucking masked men coming out of the fucking, I guess they don't want to do that since the fucking retribution angle from a few years ago.
Maybe, but it would be good if they were going after Triple H's GMs and you're thinking it's The Rock. And then what would be good is if they weren't from The Rock. The Rock didn't send them. Somebody else is doing it for whatever reason. So now you get a new storyline that's generating on top of everything. So do that. Why not? Do something. Do things.
Yeah, I mean, Joe, you're being too harsh on them. You know what I hate is when people go, let WWE cook.
Yeah.
Shut the f up.
How about you shut the fuck up, and if you actually did crazy bang, bang, bang stuff every week, the fucking WWE would be cooking a rating that has 500,000 more people watching. How about that?
Let the WWE cook. Like, I hate that term.
Cook? I can't understand that fucking stupid.
Well, Triple H loves that stuff, and listen, I agree with him. He's got great little cookies that he does. Yeah. He cooks some good ones, but he's got to start, releasing some fucking ADD shit to a lot of people too at the same time as cooking. Sometimes
that's
you can
what that press conference was.
Yeah,
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt until last Sunday
Corporate Santos
that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The corporate suit wearing Rolex swaying spooky gooky slaying Filipino son of a gun leader is here. Where is that chinjid chingdingy Ed's view, that octopus jackin', anime watchin', pillow faggin' son of AJ Adams?
Good God, he went after Ed's view, Corporate Santos.
Pillow faggin'.
Oh, I don't know what that was, Corporate Santos. Thank you for the donation.
I don't know what that was. Fucking crazy.
I'm a goddamn horse, am I? Oh, fuck.
All right. Have a great night.
Go to bed. All right. Good night, boys. Good shit, Luke. Garguts, love you, brother.
Right, good night.
Tell Jesse to fuck himself. Tell Jesse to fuck himself. What up, everybody? Hit that like button. We really, even though we did well tonight, we really did piss poor on the likes, man. Like 3,000 people stopped by for the Raw review tonight, which was great. But 3,000 people stopped by. What the fuck just happened? I think I just glitched out my screen. What the fuck did I just do? My screen just glitched out. 3,000 people stopped by for the goddamn, oh my God, what just happened? 3,000 people stopped by for the stream, but only 135 likes or whatever. Like, I mean, bro, that's fucking sad. Like, there's a problem. That's a problem, bro. So, yeah, I don't know why my thing is glitched right now, but it's fucking glitched. But good time to glitch, I guess, at the very end of the show, man. So hit that like button on your way out. Eddie Chaos, thanks for being a member, Eddie. E-Man as well. And everybody who was a member tonight, everybody who donated tonight, And shout out to the top donator who I would show if my screen wasn't fucked up. Huge Boner 69 was the top donator. So shout out to him. I don't know how to get off this glitch that's happened. I don't know what's going on. Thank you. Can I even drop anything on my screen anymore? I don't even know. I wish I could for Huge Boner 69. I would love to do it. But I don't think it's working. I'm going to see if I got him. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably see you in the afternoon and at night. And there's a big snowstorm coming. I don't know how bad my sciatica pain's going to be, or because it's been crazy. It's been super painful, man. So I don't know what's going to happen. But thank you to Huge Boner for the $101, beating D Welsh's 100. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you again. Sign up on Patreon if you guys want to support me. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. It's a big way to support the channel, and I really appreciate it. Good night. And like I said, I will see you guys tomorrow early on at some point. So look for that. Good night. Oh, fuck me. That hurt. That hurt a lot.